Welcome to a special presentation of Chris 6 News. This is Thomas J. Henry's Game Night South Texas, presented by Thomas J. Henry.
All right, hi, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Phil Danaher Stadium on the campus of Calallen High School. It's Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry. Good evening, everybody. I'm Ellen Harwell with Larissa Liska. Ron Hammy will be joining us shortly on the sidelines. That was a great rendition of the national anthem as performed by the Calallen Marching Band. So we are here for Game Night South Texas. This is a non-district matchup between two teams that have been going opposite directions to start the season. Calallen at 3-0, Carroll at 0-3, but you just never know when they tee it up what's going to happen in a high school football game. So, Larissa, lots of activity here. It's military night here at Phil Danaher Stadium, which means lots of special activities.
That's right. You know, military, veterans, and first responder night, you know, it's great to celebrate them every year. In fact, Calallen has been doing this since 2013. Here's some of the veterans before the game. We got some awesome pull-ups. I tried. I didn't even get one, so... And here's a Vietnam veteran as well. Everybody, they had a huge flag out there to start the game. We are thankful for your service and everything you do. Thank you so much for helping out the Coastal Bend and coming out with Calallen. Calallen does a great job with this every year, and excited for this football game against Carroll.
All right, it should be a whole lot of fun. There's no question about it, and a lot of excitement leading into this game because Calallen coming off that very tough win last week, but we got some video here we want to show everybody. The flyover, tell us about it.
Miracle Method replay. This is also part of the Military Veterans and First Responders Appreciation Night. So thank you, Miracle Method, for allowing us to show this Coast Guard flyover. This is always a special, unique event. I've only seen this at one other game this year. And look at that shot. It's just beautiful flying over. There's the American flag coming right over the stadium here at Phil Danaher Stadium.
Yeah, it looks awesome. They do this every year. Calallen supporting the military, and it's great. And here come the Carroll Tigers and the Calallen Wildcats also coming onto the field at the same time tonight. Again, non-district action.
Non-district action. Carroll Tigers led by third-year head coach Cal Netherland, and the Calallen Wildcats are led by first-year head coach Charlie Reeve, who came over from Victoria. And again, like you said, Carroll is 0-3, looking for their first win of the season. But I will say something interesting about Carroll. Last week, they lost 29-28 to St. Joseph from San Antonio. And to put this into perspective, St. Joseph this year, mind you, different team. St. Joseph just recently beat Brownsville Veterans Memorial. Why does that sound familiar, Alan? Brownsville Veterans Memorial is the team that knocked Miller out of playoffs last year. So again, they might not have the same caliber team they did last year when they beat Miller, but that just goes to show since week one, the Carroll Tigers have been getting better and better. While they love to run the football behind Robert Muhammad, they also have some young receivers that are working with their quarterback, Nick Kunn, too, who transferred over from Ray. But Carroll, man, they've looked strong, but they do have a change tonight on their roster.
We'll get to that in a moment. I know we have a Ron Hamby down on the sidelines. I'm looking for him. I'm scanning the sidelines. So, guys, if we get a Ron, let me know. We want to go down. Okay, I'm being told he is not ready yet, but as soon as Ron is ready, we will go to him down on the sidelines and get a report. I do see him right now. I do see him out on the field at about the 45-yard line. You see him out there? Right up above the C. There he is. So, Ron, if you get a minute, come talk to us. All right, I'm told we having some technical issues, so we'll get that going. So here come the two teams out on the field. I didn't mean to interrupt you a moment ago, but you were telling us there is a change on that Carroll side, you said.
There is. You know, I was talking with the parents, actually, of the new starting quarterback for Calallen in today's games, the Klostermans. What's really cool is we were even talking about it. They're twin brothers, Carson and Connor. Carson's a wide receiver. Connor Klosterman is making his start at quarterback. And unfortunately, Sebastian Dennis, who's had a great year, already nearly 200 yards rushing on the ground, been able to throw quite a few passes, a couple touchdown passes already. He unfortunately got a shoulder injury last week, so he is unable to play in this game, hoping he comes back in the next couple of the weeks because Calallen, 2 weeks from now, well, they got a tough matchup against, as of now, undefeated Rockport Fulton. And then the following week, we'll have a tough matchup against, again, as of now, undefeated Sinton. So Calallen, but Klosterman, he's a big quarterback. He's 6'2", so they're really excited about what he can do in the passing game, but more so on the rushing attack, because you know what Calallen's rushing attack looks like. You got a quarterback in there. You got a three-headed monster back there.
Absolutely. The Carroll Tigers have won the toss, and they're going to get the football. So old school football, those who win the toss is going to get. That's what I like to see. I'm old school. If I win the toss, I want the ball because I want to get on the scoreboard first.
Right, get the momentum started.
Exactly. There's something psychologically about being on the scoreboard first. But anyway, it is a hot, steamy night in the booth up here in Calallen, I'm telling you.
It is. I would say there's no wind, but that is a lie because, again, the beautiful American flag, it's huge. They brought it out for this special event. That flag is blowing, so it tells you there's some wind out here tonight at Phil Danaher Stadium.
We're just not getting much of it here in the booth. That is for sure.
That is true. We got the window open, though. We're ready for kickoff.
It's 86 degrees at Phil Danaher Stadium. It feels more like 91 at the present time.
Excited to see first-year quarterback for the Carroll Tigers, Nick Cantu, in action. Last time I saw Carroll play was week 1 against Alice. They had a 14-7 lead, but Alice took over later. One was because Robert Muhammad ran a 59-yard touchdown, and the other is because Deshaun Porter had a pick six.
Luke DeLeon with the kickoff here. It's a short kick, and Carroll will call a fair catch at the 21-yard line. I believe I'm told that we may have Mr. All right, let's head down to the sidelines. Ron Hammy. Ron, how are you doing, sir?
Hey guys, it's good to be back down on the sidelines. We're looking for a fun game tonight. Carroll's getting the ball first, and we know they have a balanced attack, running and passing. On the other side, Calallen's going to have a new quarterback under center, Connor Klosterman. And when I talked to Coach Reeve before the game, he said he's got all the skills to be successful, a dual threat that can run and pass. I was watching him in warm-ups, hitting some good mid-range. But I'm looking to see how Carroll is going to start out here, taking the ball first. They won the toss, and they wanted the ball. Let's see how it goes.
All right, Ron, thank you. Appreciate that. So here come the Carroll Tigers starting at 1st and 10 for their own 24-yard line. Quick pass out, a gain of about just maybe a yard. Good defensive play there by the Calallen Wildcats.
And that was Ignacio Arellano who got the ball for the Carroll Tigers. Again, this is a young wide receiver group for Carroll. He's only a sophomore, but they've been really stepping up this year, helping their first-year quarterback, the senior Nick Cantu, who transferred over from Ray, really feeling comfortable. But it's a veteran-led, experienced offensive line that's building that experience.
All right, 2nd down and 9. This is Robert, the fake to Muhammad, and there is nowhere for Cantu to run, and that's a huge loss. Way back to about this 15-yard line.
And I'll be honest, not only did Allen get faked out, I got faked out, but Calallen did not get faked out.
Well, after their performance against Cancun last Friday night, the Wildcats are going to come in here a little probably, well, they didn't have any video on Cancun last week, so how do you prepare for a team, right? So
right
anyway.
now, you think they're just kicking their feet up by the beach.
3rd down and 13. You're right, that was a loss of 4 yards. So let's see what Nick Cantu does here on 3rd down. He'll drop back, got good protection. That pocket closes deep, and it's a sack.
Field. Laundry on the field, but if it's on Carroll, you know they're going to 4th down.
Well, that was Lane Rogers who made the sack for the Wildcats. He had good protection early, and then the pocket collapsed, and Calallen came in there and made the big sack. So as you heard Larissa mention, there was a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. And it's going against the Carroll Tigers. So the play will stand. It's a huge loss. It'll be 4th and long, and the Tigers will be forced to punt.
Great field position early for Calallen.
Absolutely, and
that front 7 on defense is hard to stop coming from Calallen. That's a veteran group. Jude Hernandez, the linebacker, he plays both ways, and we're excited to see him at running back.
There's Luke DeLeon. He's the punter and the kicker. First team All-District a year ago, and he's got a pretty strong leg. Let's see what he can do here on the first kick, and it's certainly returnable, and the Tigers are going to make a pretty good play there on special teams, as not really a whole lot of room there to run for Reese Rusher, but The Calallen Wildcats will start inside the Carroll Tigers side of the field here with 10 minutes and 24 seconds to play here in the first period. Military night here at Phil Danaher Stadium.
There's our Charlie Reeve, our first-year head coach for Calallen there in the huddle with Calallen. And again, 3-0 start. Can't beat that with a school that has a lot of tradition under Phil Danaher and then Steve Campbell. So excited to see that Charlie Reeve has been able to continue that going.
So Connor Klesterman does probably the smart thing by handing it off to their big man, Ricardo Rodriguez, who has been running wild all year long. He's his first year to play on varsity as a junior, and he has certainly earned that spot. And we'll see a lot of him tonight.
We will. Number 24, Ricardo Rodriguez. What's great about him is I remember I talked to him after week 1. He was our game changer of the week, and he asked him about his first touchdown. He was like, that was my first game on varsity. That was so exciting.
All right, Klosterman again will hand it off, and this time there is no room to run for Rodriguez. Good defensive stand there.
Actually, that's number 20. That's Jude Hernandez. So both of them, one's 20 and one's 24. So we'll have to use our eagle eye vision to make sure we see that. But that was Jude Hernandez on that keeper.
Jude Hernandez getting the run. That's right on that call, and Michael Vieira is now in there. He is number 12. He also plays running back. So let's see. We got both. Now he's going to split out this time. This is 3rd and 6 now for the Cats. Opening drive. Klosterman drops back. He's a lefty. He'll roll right. Nowhere to run. Room to run, but
he's finding room.
Got about 3 yards. They're going to be about, maybe 3 yards shy of a first down. Now this is that no man's land, right, Larissa?
Right.
So this is probably 4-down territory.
Give credit to Carroll, though. 90, Logan Webb, one of their top defensive end seniors, and number 4, Caden Garcia, linebacker junior from Carroll. They were both crashing in and forcing him out of the pocket. And like you said, it's that no man's land territory. You got to go for it.
Certainly do at 4th and 5. And again, you got Connor Klosterman filling in tonight. He'll probably play tonight, and it looks like
they're taking Jude Hernandez.
Well.
Jude Hernandez is on the far side here. We got 4 receivers, no running back.
And he'll throw it out, and there's no room to run. That's a good defensive play there by the Tigers, and it's going to be 4 and out.
I like what they were going for there. The ball was just a little high on the pass, but there you see that's Carson Klosterman. It was a brother-to-brother twin connection, Connor to Carson. So that will be a connection we see from years now.
So neither team able to move the football on their opening drives. Now the Tigers will get the ball back for their second possession of the night, and they'll start on their own 34-yard line.
And they told me how much experience they have on this O-line for the 5 returners back from last season. But we just saw the tough challenge they have against that Carroll front, or the Calallen front group. So they're going to have to really step up to give their quarterback some time.
Dick Cantu will step back, got a man, and it looked like we had a holding on that
I saw
play.
that wide, about 10 yards holding on that on his sleeve.
Reese Rusher caught for holding on that play, but had he not held, I think number 15 would have been wide open for an easy touchdown.
And that's Braylon Swanson. Do I have to say it? Another sophomore for the Carroll Tigers receiving the ball.
That's going to should be an automatic first down for the Tigers, which it is. And they will move the ball up now to the 44-yard line. There's
Coach Netherland, he told me this week, he's very proud of his receiver group. Again, a lot of new guys on this Carroll roster, but they've been building some chemistry with quarterback Nick Cantu.
all right, we've got a flag right here before the ball is snapped. And it looks like it'll go against. I'm not sure. I'm not in the business of predicting anymore on these flags.
That's like going to Vegas. I don't want to gamble on that one. Except for that holding call a second ago. That was
pretty obvious.
That was obvious.
This is going to go against the Calallen Wildcats. They're going to walk off 5 yards. So it will now be 1st and 5 for the Tigers.
Ball on their own 49-yard line.
Well, Hobbit again in the backfield. We've been watching him since he was a sophomore.
And there he goes.
Yeah, and he'll gain about a tough 2 yards there.
He's got a lot of speed. If he gets a wide open gap, he's gone. So Calallen, again, they've got a really tough front group. But if he can break through, it's going to be a challenge to stop him.
He's put on a lot of weight since his sophomore year. He was a tall, skinny youngster. And now that he's a senior, he is filled out, and he is definitely going to be college material, without a doubt. 2nd and 3. It's Muhammad again. Tries to find some running room, and he's going to actually lose a couple of yards.
Big stop by Drayson Gomez. It's junior from Calallen. Drayson, if you remember the name, he made a couple big plays in the UIL 4A baseball state tournament.
So Muhammad will go off the field, and they'll bring in number 14, Jay Leha. They miss Leha as a receiver. So it looks like they're going to go they're going to go empty backfield now.
Who do we have back there?
So now we got 12, looks like.
And that's Jesse Garcia, junior running back.
And he'll take the throw, and he'll get to the 50, and he's going to be about 4 yards short of a first down. So let's see if the Tigers end up rolling the dice here and go for it here on 4th down.
I feel like, they're not. Which, I thought they should go for it, but if they can pin Calallen deep in their own territory, good play by Carroll.
Once again, Luke DeLeon, first team all-district punter and kicker.
Very tough game in the trenches tonight.
Not a whole lot of offense yet, but that's kind of the way things started last week. Well, that's a great kick.
Wow.
That ball will roll into the end zone.
If only it got the bounce out. It looked very good. That was a great punt.
We're going to take a quick timeout. You're watching Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry. We're scoreless. 7 minutes left to play here in the first period. We'll be back right after this.
Quick.
Welcome back. Game Night South Texas live from Phil Danaher Stadium. Calallen hosting Carroll. It's scoreless. We're in the second period, 6 minutes and 15 seconds to play. It is currently 3rd down and 15 for the Wildcats. They fumbled the ball on 2nd down. They did recover it. So now they're facing 3rd and long. And Klosterman will drop back. Oh, he's hit hard just as he throws the ball, and Reese Rusher almost came up with a terrific catch at about the 36-yard line, but it looked like the Klosterman had to rush his throw a little bit, and he got slammed to the turf, and they're going to be forced to punt.
There is a flag. The flag is near the 6-yard line.
Well, let's see what they're going to call holding against Calallen. I imagine they'll wave that one off and go ahead and force Calallen to punt at 4th and 15. So that'll stop the clock with 5:59 to play. No offense at all in this game so far. It's been all defense.
No, but this will be the best yardage Carroll has to start their drive off of this punt. And in punt return is number 15, Braylon Swanson, a sophomore wide receiver cornerback.
Ian Perez does it all also for the Wildcats, kicks and punts, and he's standing on his own 1-yard line. Got to be real careful with that snap. It is a good snap, and the kick will land at about the 47. Oh, a pretty good roll here for the Wildcats. That ball's going to roll all the way inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. So
just walk it out, let it roll.
So this is not the only game going on tonight. We got one at Robstown tonight, don't we?
It's at Cabinets. It's Moody versus Robstown. And there was another game that caught me off guard. Veterans Memorial is all the way down with Donna North.
Okay. So
so they're already in district play, just like last week they started district play in 5A Division I.
Yeah, it's so unusual not to have veterans. This is the first time in years that we didn't have all 6 CCISD schools in one district. So it's a little different this year.
It is different, but I do like it, especially when you look at the enrollment size of some of those smaller schools like Moody and King, and they really they need to be in 5A Division 2.
Boy, that is for sure. Back to pass is Cantu. He'll go deep down the right-hand side. Great catch. That's going to take the distance. That's number 29. That's Ignacio Amelano, who takes it in for a Carroll Tiger touchdown. Perfect throw from Nick Cantu right into the waiting arms of number 29, and that's a great touchdown for Carroll.
Wow. That is a 62-yard touchdown pass.
And just like that,
by Aztec. I had my list and I forgot to pull it out today, so I'm going to get our sponsors out. I got a little behind today. Again, Military Veteran Appreciation Night, but that was a touchdown by Aztec Auto Group of Beeville.
All right, the extra point is up, and it is good. And just like that, the Tigers are on the board first, 7-0, 5 minutes and 36 seconds left to play. You're watching Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry. We'll be back, and we'll show you that replay right after this quick timeout. Is there anybody down there telling them when to?
No.
All right, welcome back. Phil Danaher Stadium. And the Carroll Tigers have struck first, 7-0 over Calallen. 5 minutes, 36 seconds to play here after a 68-yard touchdown pass. And the Carroll Tigers will be kicking it off. And it's a good kick all the way down to the goal line, and that's where Calallen will start from their own 25-yard line. Let's head downstairs and check in with Ron Hemme, get his thoughts. So Ron, what about that long pass play? All of a sudden, the Tigers are on the board first.
Alan, Larissa, I wish you guys could have seen my face when that pass happened. Ignacio Arellano ran a wheel route right out of the backfield up the sideline, and I saw the DB from Calallen try and jump the pass. It was a fingertip catch down the sidelines. It was impressive, and then it was just silence here on the Calallen sideline. I'm sure the Carroll sideline is hyped to take an early lead. Alan?
All right, thank you. That was one of the best plays I've seen this football season. I mean, it was just executed perfectly, and hopefully you'll see those highlights tonight at 10 o'clock. We had a little technical issue. We cannot show you the replay of that play, but anyway, if you saw it live, you saw what happened, and it was amazing. That was a 4-yard pickup by the Wildcats. It'll now be 2nd down and 6 as they try to make a comeback here in this game, down 7-0. They have not been able to get the offense going just yet. Klosterman will hand it off. It's a run up the middle, and that's Carlos Rosales. And Carlos, I believe, may have enough for a Calallen first down, and he does. So they've moved the football. They've moved the chains now up to the 36-yard line. That's a precision air first down. And we appreciate those folks for sponsoring our first downs all year long here on Game Night South Texas. On a hot, steamy night here at Phil Danaher Stadium. But we've come to expect that in the month of September, don't we? Klosterman, he tried to pitch it, and it's a fumble. And the Cats are going to jump back on it at about the 28-yard line. That's about an 8-yard loss. Boy, that had disaster written all over it, but the Wildcats were able to pick up the loose pigskin. And it'll be 2nd and long now for the Cats. Still waiting for Ricardo Rodriguez to break one here. He's been really good, solid these first 3 weeks of the season. Hard to believe it's already week 4 of the high school football season. As Larissa mentioned, some teams are already starting district play this weekend.
I do need to get those scores up. I pulled those up. Let's see what I've got right now.
Klosterman will fake. No, he will hand it off. And that's Rodriguez. And he jumps a big one. That's a 14-yard gain, and that'll be good enough for a Calallen first down.
Right.
Again, a precision error. First down.
Right now, Veterans Memorial has a 7-0 lead over the Donna North Chiefs.
Donna typically has some pretty good football teams down there in the valley. I don't know how good they are this year, but I do remember they do make the playoffs quite often.
I can't remember which team. I thought it was Donna, or it might be the team that Flour Bluff is playing. It's one of the Donna teams, but one of them lost their head coach this week. Not for passing away, but for bad reasons.
All right, I looked at you funny there. Rodriguez up the gut. That's another first down.
Precision
error first down.
We got a little behind on those first 2 drives. That's on me. That's on me.
You know, we started talking about where's Rodriguez, and he has certainly showed up on this drive. And the Calallen Wildcats look like the Calallen Wildcats so far on this drive. So they've moved it down to the 38-yard line, trailing 7-0. And you see on your screen there, 3 minutes, 43 seconds left here in the first period. And again, quarterbacking tonight for Calallen is the sophomore, number 15, Connor Klosterman. And once again, it's a run up the middle, and that'll be about 5. So they will face now, well, they're only going to give him 3, actually, on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 7 now. So I came to the game last week when Cancun played Calallen, and Cancun ran the opening kickoff back for a touchdown. I think everybody's jaw dropped when they saw that.
You texted me that. My jaw dropped.
It was a fake. It was a fake, and a little trick play there. I'll give him. Whoever's teaching Cancun American football down there is doing an excellent job on fundamentals. Klosterman throws it out. It's a catch. And that's Jesse Garcia, and Jesse will get it down to the 26-yard line, and that's going to be good enough for another precision error first down. Michael Vieira on the catch. So it'll be 1st and 10 now on the 25-yard line. And Klosterman will throw it. And that's a catch. I believe that's Mr. Rusher, is it? Yes, number 6 for a short gain. So what, 3 games total tonight, correct?
3 games total tonight. That is correct.
And then everybody else?
Last check, Robstown and Moody, there's no score updates just yet.
Okay.
Now let me see. I got some friends over on Twitter. I still call it Twitter, but I got some friends over there. Let's see what we have there.
2nd and 5 now for Calallen. Klosterman in the shotgun. He'll hand it off, and that'll be a short gain of only about 3, maybe 2. And this time, carrying the football for the Wildcats was number 24. That was, again, Ricardo Rodriguez. And you see Ricardo, he'll run off. And coming into the ball game is number 20, Jude Hernandez.
I do have another score update. Funny enough, Veterans Memorial over Donna, now 17-0. Those Eagles are not going slow, clawing at Donna.
3rd down and 4 from the 21-yard line. Wildcats got themselves a pretty good drive going here. They've done it with the run, and this is Klosterman up the middle, quarterback keeper, and he's going to be close to a first. Don't know if he got there. Well, he is right on the sticks, and I think they're going to give it to him. I mean, it is as close as it gets. No, they're not going to give it to him. He is literally inches from getting a first down. So they'll go for it here on 4th and inches. Big play here for the Wildcats as they try to keep this drive alive. And Klosterman, quarterback sneak. He's got more than enough for another precision error first down inside the 15-yard line. Wildcats eating up a lot of clock here. 1st and 10. That may be the last play of the first quarter because there's 25 seconds on the scoreboard clock and 24 seconds on the play clock. Well, they may try to sneak up there and hike the ball, which looks like they're going to do with 10 seconds left on the scoreboard. Klosterman gives it to Rodriguez. There is no room to run. He'll lose a yard, and that will be the final play of the first period. So after 1 quarter of play, it's the Carroll Tigers who own the scoreboard. 7-0 here at Phil Danaher Stadium. Watching Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry. We'll be back with the start of the second quarter right after this. All right, you see the students here from Calallen. They're fired up here.
I love the gold. It's for Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. You'll be seeing a lot of teams wearing gold for these games. And, you know, the Calallen student section, even though it's a Thursday night, I'm happy they showed up loud and proud.
Now the Cats are on the move. It's second down and 11. They put together a pretty good drive here. They've done it with the run game. They're down 7-0 as they try to tie this game back up. Again, Connor Klosterman in at quarterback tonight. The sophomore, he's doing a good job of engineering the offense. He'll drop back. He's looking. He's going to, just slightly overthrown number 13 for the Cats. And that, of course, is his brother, Carson Klosterman. So they try to team up together for a touchdown, but incomplete, and that'll stop the clock. So big play now, 3rd and 11. Cats, you kind of wonder, it's just 4-down territory. Will they settle for a field goal if they can't punch it in?
I don't know what Callan's kicker looks like this year, and I know in recent
it's
years they've had a good
Pettis.
kicker.
He's good. 30 and in. He's pretty accurate. Been around for a while. Klosterman again will throw it across the middle. Oh, big hit.
Tipped. Oh.
And incomplete.
Looked like he had a good shot at it. His receiver was open. That was number 13. Again, Carson Klosterman, his brother. But there is a flag, I believe, down at the 1-yard line where the receiver was hit.
Well, they're lining up for a field goal, so Ian Pettis will come in. He'll attempt a 34-yard field goal. I didn't see the flag.
So if you look near the one, there's unless that's just paint on the field. That's just a paint dot.
Yeah,
you know, there shouldn't be yellow. Oh, that's for soccer. That soccer mark is throwing me off.
That'll get you every time. All right, let's see if Ian Pettis could knock it home from 34. Right hash mark. This guy's pretty good. And I told you he was good. No, it was not good. It looked good from up here, didn't it?
It did look good from here, but you know, the officials got the best view. Funny enough,
my eyes deceive me.
I think a lot of people think it's weird that I run underneath there, but whenever I get field goal shots for video, I like to line up on the field goal post and watch the ball come over. I'll never forget 2 years ago playoffs, I believe it was 3rd or 4th round, it was Calallen, and they hit a doink that made it, and I was in the best spot for it. It's really great watching it right underneath the post.
Hey guys, if we get a chance, I'd like to go down to Ron Hammy in a moment, just kind of get some thoughts on that run game for Calallen. So y'all can relay down to the sidelines. We get Ron mic'd up. Meanwhile, here come the Tigers, as they've certainly got the momentum rolling right now. Up 7-0. They lost a really close game last week, and they could very easily be 2-1. Second down and 9 now. Carroll Tigers only start 2 seniors, and it's the quarterback and the running back on offense this year, so they're a very young football team. Nick Cantu is one of those seniors, and there he is. There's no room to run. He'll lose a couple of yards. So it's now going to be 3rd and long now. All right, let's head down to the sidelines and let's check in with Ron Hamby. Ron, looked like Calallen had the running game going there pretty good, but then it stalled out. They tried to throw the ball when they were inside the red zone.
Hey guys, yeah, a lot of frustration here on the Calallen sideline. They've been trying to run the ball. That's what they're very good at. But those defenders on the Carroll D-line, they're stuffing it up. And I don't know if you guys saw number 90. This guy's like 2 of me. Like, I'm scared of him, and he's in high school, so I'm not trying to run the ball on him either. But Calallen's having a hard time. They're going to have to try and figure something out here.
All right, thank you, Ryan. You're a big man to start with. So it's 3rd and 11 now. Cantu drops back, and he'll air it out, and ball will hit the ground. So that was not an INT. So incomplete. And the Calallen defense comes up, and they'll stop them. It'll be a 3 and out. And the kicking team, the punting team, will come out. So Calallen with a good defensive stand there after not being able to put the ball in the end zone.
And you know what we saw a drive ago? That's kind of what Carroll has looked like this year. They get bursts of momentum where they do show promise. But again, Calallen's a very good defensive front group, so they're having a really tough battle. But that's what Carroll wants to do, just be a little bit more consistent on offense.
Luke DeLeon with a gargantuan punt all the way down, but it is going to be returnable. And the Cats will bring it up to 25.
And he's got room to run.
Yeah, Reese Rusher brings it up to the 29-yard line.
But that was number 38 on the tackle. Let's see, I can't find a 38 actually. I thought I saw a 38, but Carroll, if it wasn't for that player to get the tackle, Rusher might have been gone.
Well, let's see if I've got a 38 on my roster, and I do not. It's a mystery man. It's a last-minute sub, maybe.
It's either that or my eyes are already failing me.
Well, it is getting a little dark here in the press box. Calallen will start in good field position. They're up on their own 28-yard line, down 7-0. 10:44 to play here in the first half. And Klosterman will hand it off to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez drags about 3 would-be tacklers up to about the 35. That's a gain of 7.
Wide open gap up the middle, and that's exactly what they need for him.
I'm a little nervous about that light fixture up there. Larissa, that thing looks like it's about to fall down on top of us. But I got to tell you, it's hanging over your head, not mine.
I know. I would climb up and fix it, but I might make it worse.
That's officially a 6-yard pickup. It'll now be 2nd and 4. And again, it's Rodriguez, but he'll go out wide right, empty backfield. And
quarterback keeper.
Yeah, but there's nothing there. I think Carroll snuffed that one out pretty easily. No gain on that play. And it'll now be 3rd down.
Calallen's done a very good job rushing the ball. Leading up to this game, 3 of their guys combined had over 800 yards rushing, and I believe they had about 300 or 400 yards passing. So they do love to run the ball, which is known in Calallen. Again, we do have a different quarterback, so I was interested in seeing, but he's using his 6'2" size to try to run the ball. But I'd like to see a little bit more misdirection in this game. I want to see more Jude Hernandez and Ricardo Rodriguez in the backfield together. Really cause some havoc in that backfield. And it looks like I got my wish.
Yeah, I think they're listening to you up here. Here we go. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 2. And looks like we got a false start by the Wildcats. So they're going to mark 5 off. It'll now be 3rd and 7. So let's see if they go with that same play formation now that you wanted. But now they got to pick up 7. We're going to have a timeout on the play. Calallen calls timeout. They want to talk about it. So while we keep it here, let's talk about tomorrow night. What you got on? Oh, okay, now they tell us we're going to take a timeout. Okay. 9:18 to play. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, Phil Danaher Stadium. It's 3rd and 7, and the Tigers come up with a big sack. And is that 56, I believe that was, for the Carroll Tigers. Ryan Munoz. Let's keep that one in as maybe a...
Yes, if we have that shot, let's keep it in there for a possible big hit.
Big hit of the day.
That was great. But I do want to throw out a shout out right now while I have it to Rally Credit Union. They gave me a lot of towels again, and there's the cheerleaders who helped me out. I had Calallen and Carroll cheerleaders helping me throw out those Rally Credit Union towels. So thank you so much to our rally sponsor.
All right, we have a stoppage of play here. I believe we have another timeout called on the field as the Calallen Wildcats will set up to pump the ball. So during the timeout, again, let's go back to tomorrow night. It's week 4 of the Fever.
And you know, I have sitting in our game of the week again. They have one of the tougher schedules this year, but I don't feel bad because the past 2 years I have not given Sinton a game of the week. Ironically, their best game was Ingleside, so I wasn't able to get them. I'll go more on tomorrow. We got a little distraction here.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and bring it up why.
Yeah, let's go ahead and look at that replay. This is our first nominee for the big hit of the game. Let's take a look at it. Miracle Method is our replay sponsor tonight, and let's take a look at it. And the big man, number 56, that is Ryan Munoz with the big sack. So we're going to mark that one down as a nominee, an early nominee as big hit of the game.
That will be an early nominee. That was a good sack.
Here's Perez with the punt. It's a short kick, and the ball will roll out of bounds. And they will mark it right at the 45-yard line. And the Carroll Tigers will get good field position here. All right, let's go back to tomorrow night again. So the game is in Sinton, you're saying?
No, I lost my train of thought, so let me refresh. Okay, so our game of the week is Sinton again. I haven't given them a game of the week in the past 2 years, but the game is at Gregory Portland.
At GP.
But Sinton was our game of the week last week, and if Sinton wins again, they very well could be our game of the week next week because they have Miller. And then after that, Calallen. So
might as well just put Sinton as a team of the year here.
I know. They've got one of the tougher schedules.
They really do.
I do really like, though, it depends what happens tonight, but I'm up between Sinton and Miller as game of the week next week and Calallen versus Rockport Fulton. The Pirates have really showed up this year under new head coach, Coach Souza.
That was Jesse Garcia that ran the ball for the Tigers. He lost a yard, so it'll now be 2nd and 11. 8:07 to play here in the first half. Carroll leads 7-0. Next Thursday night, we'll be at Javelina Stadium in Kingsville, where the Brahmas will play host to the Moody Trojans. Cantu back, good protection across the middle. Great catch across the middle, all the way down to the 26-yard line. Nice catch there by Braylon Swanson, the sophomore. And yeah, let's do the replay, but not yet, because I think they're going to hurry up and snap the ball here.
I would. They've got really good connections between their quarterbacks and receivers right now. Again, that's that burst of momentum the Carroll Tigers have.
Boy, Cantu just dropped back. He had good protection. He just snapped that ball in there to Swanson.
Well, we thought they'd hurry up, but they're taking their good time right here.
Yeah.
But now they're getting ready to line it up.
We'll take a look at the replay after this play.
Might have 2 plays if we get a touchdown pass here.
Well, it certainly could happen.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
But Cantu this time will hand it off to Garcia again. All right, let's go back to the replay.
Miracle Method bringing us that replay.
So watch Nick Cantu here. This is textbook here. Good protection. Throws it across the middle. And Swanson makes it. And a good tackle there.
Right in the breadbasket.
I tell you what, if Ryan Reeve doesn't make that catch, the coach's son, that could have been a Carroll touchdown.
Yes, and that was a precision air first down, that play.
So now it's 2nd and 9. Tigers up 7-0 and looking to add more. And Cantu is going to take off. He's got a lot of running room. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line. So it's going to be about 3rd and 3 or 4 now for the Tigers.
That's what's awesome about this game. You know, on the Calallen side, Ryder Reeve is, the son of Coach Charlie Reeve. And then on the Carroll side, you've got Seth Netherland, the son of Cal Netherland. So both quarterbacks have sons that are playing on these varsity rosters.
Yeah, these are days that these coaches will cherish for the rest of their lives.
And now the Carroll Tigers are faced with a tough third down. Looks like 3rd and 4 ball on the 21-yard line. They just need a little bit of chunky yard. We do not see Robert Muhammad in the game, though, in the backfield. That is number 12, Jesse Garcia, and he has quite a few yards for this Carroll offense as well.
We're going to have a timeout called on the Carroll. Tigers are going to call timeout with 6 minutes left to play. And they are close to knocking on that door again. Well, what are some of the other games you got lined up for tomorrow night?
So that is my game of the week is at Sinton, and then
at GP, right?
I mean, at GP. You know, my mind is all over the place right now. I wasn't sure. I was asking if we were going to timeout, so I wasn't even thinking. Well, I can tell you where I'm going. Sorry, my mind is lost. But I have a good Annapolis Christian. I'm finally hitting the 6-man football. They're at 5.
That's fun football.
I'm excited. They're at 6 p.m., so I'm going to get them at Annapolis Christian. And then I've got Arlington Heights Christian, which is in Calallen, going up against Incarnate Word Academy, who is actually playing some 11-man games this year because they're looking to go 11-man next year or in the future years. And they just recently got football last year. They're in their 2nd season, so really excited about Incarnate Word Academy.
And the good thing, too, Arlington Heights and Annapolis have won state titles over the last few years, so they've got great programs.
They have, so that'll be some fun football to watch. And then my other game is going to be HM King versus King, which when was the last time we said the Brahmas were undefeated going into week 4?
Well,
what a great start by head coach Ruben Garcia and quarterback Dylan Everett.
And it's a great opportunity for them to try to go undefeated going into our game next Thursday night for Game Night South Texas when they play host to Moody at Javelina Stadium. All right, big play here for the Tigers. It's 3rd and 4 as they are knocking on the door again, and this time they'll hand it off to Garcia, and Garcia will take it down the sideline inside the 5-yard line. That's a first down, precision air first down. It'll be 1st and goal for the Tigers.
But there is a flag, it looks like. At least I see on our board here. I can't find the flag on the field, but it looks like there might be a flag on our board here.
Well, let's see.
But man, Garcia, when he turns the jets, he's got a burst of speed.
Garcia is a junior. Again, they only have 2 seniors in the starting lineup on offense, both Cantu and Muhammad.
So I lost my train of thought, but the other teams we're getting, I'm really excited to see how Banketti does at Ingleside. We'll be getting that game as well. Yorktown over at Taft. I know Taft has been struggling a bit, seeing if they can get a win. And, of course, the undefeated Mathis Pirates. I believe they're still 2-0. They had a bye week last week. Excited to see Mathis. They're hosting a team, I believe, out of San Antonio.
I'm going to be in Three Rivers. Undefeated Bulldogs are playing, and my son coaches up there, so we're going to go watch him coach tomorrow night.
I always tell Three Rivers I need them to play a little closer, and the closest they play is when they play Refugio.
Holding against the Tigers, and that'll negate that nice run there by Garcia.
But Three Rivers, well, they've got an opportunity this year. They had Ganado and Refugio in their district last year. Now they only have Refugio, so Three Rivers.
It's almost not fair to be in the same district with Refugio, you know?
Well, Refugio and Ganado, that was awful last year. Ganado still ranked pretty high, but Ganado and Refugio both lost last week. But Refugio lost against a very good Edna team.
Well, you see the officials having a pretty good conversation, and they're trying to figure out where they're going to place the football. They did call holding against the Tigers.
And the markers are laid down, so we don't know where the markers were previously. They're trying to find the spot. Looks like ball will be around the 15-yard line. Carroll lining up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 now, so they can still get a first down without scoring. And this time,
Nick Cantu keeps it right up the middle, weaving his way for a Carroll touchdown.
Can you believe it? They're up 13-0 already now over the Calallen Wildcats.
I told people, do not underestimate the Carroll Tigers. They might be 0-3, but don't let that record fool you. They've played some very good teams. That's an Aztec Chevrolet of Beeville touchdown.
Aztec Chevrolet just became a new sponsor for the Javelinas this week.
Oh, they did?
They did. So thank you for supporting Javelina football.
Yes, supporting Javelina football, Coastal Bend football. Thank you so much.
Luke DeLeon in for the extra point, and it is good. So with 5:46 to play here in the first half, it's all Carroll Tigers. They're up 14-0, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Game night, South Texas, Phil Danaher Stadium. Got an upset in the brewing here. Carroll Tigers leading the Wildcats 14-0. 5 minutes, 46 seconds to play. And here is the kickoff. Tigers with a lot of mo right now. This is a good kick, and that'll go all the way to the end zone. Let's head down to the field and check in with the Ron Hammy. Ron, what in the heck is going on down there on the field?
Hey guys, just 1 second. I'm checking my bingo card. Who had Calallen up 14-0, or excuse me, Carroll up 14-0 on Calallen right now? This is very impressive. The passing game is working for the Tigers, and the running game on the flip side for Calallen just hasn't been there. They like to run it up the gut, and they're having some trouble there. Their strength is the interior linemen, but they're not running it on the outside for some reason. Expect something to change on this drive. If not, expect something to change coming out of the break at half. Alan.
Thank you, Ron. We kind of saw this. I was here last Friday night. The Wildcats were having trouble running the ball against Cancun, believe it or not. So there's something misfiring there. This time it'll be Klosterman. He'll keep it himself. This is a good run. Look at him drag some Carroll Tigers.
For a precision air first down.
Down to the 41-yard line.
And that's what we're hoping to see from this young quarterback taking over. Again, he's 6'2", so he is tough to bring down. But it looks like when he's running the ball, a lot of it's going to be right up the gut. So Carroll's got to do a good job like they have previously on previous drives and sniffing out that run.
That was a 16-yard pickup for the youngster.
Changing up the play. Good
yes,
call there.
Got plenty of time. 14 seconds here on the play clock.
Carroll looks like they're ready to attack.
And now we got a whistle blown here. We're going to have a timeout called. We do have a timeout called.
Looked like it was a timeout by Carroll.
Carroll wants to think about it. Again, 5 minutes, 10 seconds left to play. All right. Yes, let's take a look at the touchdown from Nick Cantu. This is our miracle method. Not quite yet for the big hit of the game. That'll be later.
Yeah, that'll be later in the game. Here's
right.
our miracle.
Now, Cantu, this was all him. I mean, he was going to take this ball from the get-go, and he went it untouched.
Great vision, and great addition as well over the offseason for the Carroll Tigers to get Nick. But like you said, again, the O-line did the initial job, gave him a shot, and he took advantage of it. But other games I'm going to get is, again, Yorktown at Taft and the game at Mathis. So we'll have a good stacked roster or stacked schedule.
Wow, there's nowhere to run, no room whatsoever.
And I do have 2 more games if I can add. We're getting some help from the Victoria station, but
okay.
The Refugio Bobcats, Miller will be looking to bounce back against Cuero, and as you know, Cuero is now in Sinton's district this year, so that'll be a good test to see how Sinton will do. And another game is Beeville is in the Victoria area as well.
Second down and 10 down. Klosterman will throw it out a little short, hits the ground. That ball was intended for number 8, Aiden Flores. So that'll stop the clock. 4:33 to play. It's 3rd and long now. Carroll may actually get the ball back here if Calallen can't pick up a first down on this next play here.
Huge 3rd down play, ball on their own side for the Calallen Wildcats.
Got a lot coming up at halftime. We got 2 really good feature stories. We got the bands, of course, and we'll have your halftime highlights.
Your halftime highlights.
All right, big play here. Calallen, boy, they need to convert here on 3rd down and 10. Klosterman is back. In trouble.
Huge sack.
Another big hit. That's going to be nominee number 2.
Caden Garcia, the junior from Carroll. He's been in the backfield quite a lot tonight.
So that's your 2nd nominee for the big hit of the game.
Both sacks and both on 3rd down.
Which is brought to you by King Ranch Ag and Turf. Wow, when's the last time you've seen the Calallen quarterback sacked twice in a half? It just doesn't ever happen.
It doesn't. I will say on both sides of the ball, Carroll and Calallen's defense, their front has been very powerful.
Ian Pettis in for the punt, and this is returnable. 45.
Braylon Swanson.
He'll get about a 6-yard pickup, and he'll start just at about the 49-yard line with 3:50 to play.
A lot of time for Carroll to score, and the way they've been moving the ball, if they can mix in Nick and throw some passes, they're good to go.
Guys, if we can, we'd love to go back and take a look at that last sack if we have the replay. And again, that's going to be nominee number 2.
Caden Garcia.
For the big hit of the game. So if we can get that queued up, let me know. Here it is, Miracle Method. So which one do you like best so far?
I didn't really get a good look at the first one, but man, this one was big. This one was big. I'd have to take a look at that first one, but I don't remember where it was on the field, but this one was a big
That one was, the first one was a little further back, closer to the goal line, that forced Calallen to punt again on that. So I think it's a deadline. Let's see if one of those guys can break the tie before this ball game is over. Nick Cantu is back to pass again. Good protection across the middle. Got Swanson again.
Wide
at
open
the 30-yard line.
That's a precision air first down.
That looked like a replay from the last drive.
You know, I like saying precision air first down when the first down's through the air as well. What a great play. You know, a lot of our teams have been running the ball, especially last week. Damian Figueroa, 5 touchdowns on game night South Texas for the Tolosa Midway Warriors. He'll be fun to watch this season. One of the top running backs in the area, and he's only a junior. But man, this Carroll team, again, last year they were known for running the ball. Their new wide receivers and additions have really opened up this balanced attack.
That was a 21-yard pass play. And once again, Cantu will throw it out. And that's going to be a pickup of about 5 yards. As
Jay Leha.
Jay Leha comes up with that play. So I was talking to Coach Cal yesterday. He said, you know, we got really 4 or 5 guys that can play wide receiver. You're going to see a lot of different names in there. And already Cantu has spread the ball around quite a bit tonight.
And that's the thing with Carroll. I've only been able to see week 1. I only got to stay for a couple drives. I had to sprint over to Flower Bluff. So I'm really excited to actually get a really good look at Carroll. And again, last week they lost a heartbreaker 29-28. So they're itching to get that win. Carroll
back to the run game. Up the gut. That's Muhammad down to about the 17-yard line. That's another precision air first down. Carroll is knocking on the Wildcats' door again. Again, they got a 14-0 lead. They're looking to
And we talked about plenty of time for the Carroll Tigers, plenty of time maybe for Calallen to try to get one last drive. If Carroll keeps running it or moving down the field the way they've been moving.
Wildcats have 2 timeouts left, and Carroll has 1 timeout left.
Ball on the 18-yard line, 1st and 10.
And Cantu will hand it off to Muhammad. Up the gut. He's unstoppable. He scores again.
Is money.
Absolute domination by the Carroll Tigers in this first half.
An Aztec Auto Group of Beeville, 18-yard touchdown. Wow.
Tigers stretch it out now to 20-0. Boy, this whole second quarter they put it together. They've been able to run the ball. They've been able to pass the ball effectively. And right now, Calallen does not have an answer.
You know, if you watched my package preview on this game, I said Carroll has a balanced attack. Going into it, they had over 400 yards rushing and 300 yards on the ground.
All right, Luke DeLeon tacks on the extra point. It's now 21-0. 2 minutes and 9 seconds to play here. We get a chance, we may head down to get Ron Hammy's thoughts on that last touchdown, because he got a bird's eye view, because he was down there in the corner of the end zone.
I can tell you though, one thing I've seen, these past 2 touchdowns, they have run right up the middle, up the gut.
You know, yes, Calallen was a heavy favorite in this game, but that's ironic, right? Because Calallen's a 4A school, Carroll is a 5A school. Typically, that's not the way you look at things, but when you look at tradition and you look at how dominating Calallen has been. Let's take a look at that Miracle Method replay. Take a go back and look at that touchdown. And Muhammad made that one look. So the last 2 scores have been the run game. And you see the big man.
Middle. The O-line is just opening up gaps for Carroll. They're dominating now. Slow start, of course, because what was it, 2 or 3 drives until Carroll scored. It was a couple drives.
Absolutely.
But like you said, that's how we've seen it on Game Night South Texas. Taking a couple of drives, wearing down the defense, and then we see which team explodes first.
All right, I don't think this young man here, Luke DeLeon, minds one bit kicking a lot tonight, because that means they're scoring some points. Well, he's kicked the last 2 into the end zone. Let's see what he does this time.
Carroll is 1 touchdown away from having the point total they had last week.
And another solid kick.
That one.
That'll go in about
out of there.
The same spot he went to last time.
That's who I went.
All right, let's head down to the field. Let's check in with Ron Hammy. Ron, it's 21-0. Carroll has got that run game going along with the passing game, and you were in the end zone. You saw Muhammad run right at you. Tell us about it.
Hey, guys, ever since the first Tiger touchdown. The sideline here for Calallen has gone quiet, and it's been that way the entire way since. They were hyped, they were cheering, but it's just been not working out for them on offense. And then on the defensive side, the linebackers are getting gashed. The defensive line didn't hold up on that play where Robert Muhammad just looked like a grown man blowing in for the 18-yard touchdown. And here's the surprising thing, which Larissa can add upon. In the 5-game series, this is more points Carroll has scored in all 5 games they've played in Calallen. So that's what's so impressive to me, Alan.
All right, Ron, thank you. Klosterman will throw it out. This is a big gainer now for Calallen. There's a flag on the play. I think this one is going to be coming back as Jude Hernandez did make some good yardage after the catch, but there a flag is thrown. I think we may have holding on the call.
We are. Well, we figure out that play. I will reference what Aron said. I have it right here. The last time these two teams played was 2017. And then they played 4 total games, technically 5, but one was canceled due to the weather. In the 4 games played, Carroll had a total of only 14 points. They had only scored 2 touchdowns, 7 twice and blanked twice. And in these games, Calallen scored 55, 48, 41, 38. So nowhere close. This is in reverse to what we've seen in 2017 and previously.
This has been a tough one in our household leading up to this game.
But you know, it's interesting. I think a lot of people weren't sure because I've referenced how Carroll lost to Alice week 1. Well, not too long ago, week 2, Calallen ran over Alice.
First and 20, Klosterman throwing it out, incomplete. So here's the deal. I'm a Carroll graduate back in the 1800s, 1979 actually. My kids went to Calallen. My wife works for the school district. So people were asking all week long, well, who do you want to win the game? Well,
I told both coaches, I said, this is going to be a fun one for Allen. They said, why? And I'm like, well, he went to Carroll and
but
I
don't think anybody's still working at Carroll when I went to high school there some 40 years ago. But I'm happy for their success, no question about it. My son coached there for 2 years at Carroll as well, and he's a Carroll graduate. Our oldest son. We had 2 kids graduate from Calallen. So it's fun to see how both programs have evolved over the years. I think Carroll has called timeout here because they know they got a chance to get the ball back here if they can hold the Wildcats.
Plenty of time. What is that, 3rd and 16?
So what did I say? You win the coin flip,
you have
get the
momentum.
ball first, score, and they built on that momentum, right?
They built on that momentum. Again, it was a slow start, took a couple drives, but once they scored first, no looking back for the Carroll Tigers.
So we're going to have we have good stories at halftime, but the one that I'm really interested to watch is the story y'all did on Mr. Arredondo, the principal at Carroll High School, who I covered as a young lad back in the day when he was a star trackster. And so you said that story turned out pretty good.
It did turn out very good, but it's funny you say that. When I talked to him about being a star track star, he's like, I was a star safety. He likes football a lot more, but he did have some really good track videos, and we're really excited. Tony Jaramillo, our neighborhood reporter, did a great job on that story. Even found an old helmet.
Klosterman going deep, got Reese Rusher, and can't quite come down to it.
Gosh, Reese knows that he hit the ground with that one, man, right in the hands. Again, it would have been a very tough catch, diving catch, but that is what Calallen needed to get some momentum. But, you know, got to give credit to the starting quarterback. Again, it's his debut on varsity, and he went for it, and he hit his target.
Well, getting back to Arredondo, his brother was the quarterback, and he was a stud quarterback, his brother. High snap, Pettis has it. Good kick.
So you had one that was a quarterback and one that was a safety. So I'm sure they had fun going up against
and the other brother played. The other brother played as well.
Okay.
Arredondo's famous football family for their athleticism.
But I know for him it was extra special, wanting to give back to his alma mater, even starting up a brand new school. Yeah,
that was tremendous. He says that to this day, that was his dream. And he's got to be loving this dream here right now with Carroll up 21-0 with 1:37 to play there.
I think he's going to be sad he's not here. He told me he had to make a trip to San Antonio. He's missing out on this game, but I know he's watching that broadcast. It's for people who want to watch it. It's, of course, on our sister station, KDF, but it's also live streaming on our website. All
right, let's see if Carroll will try to get something going here. They've got 1:35 out of timeouts, and this is a big pickup all the way to the 44. A precision air first down. Carroll is not slowing down here. So that will stop the clock with 1:30 to play. And don't be surprised, Larissa, if they get in field goal range, they bring in Luke DeLeon to try a long field goal if that opportunity arises.
I was making sure our live stream is working. So, yes, if you have anybody who doesn't have KDF, make sure you tune into our live stream on ChrisTV.com.
DeLeon back. Good protection going deep across the middle. Got a man. Incomplete. Oh, my goodness, guys.
Nick Cantu couldn't have put it there any better.
Let's take a – if we can, roll that back real quick.
And that was intended for Ignacio Ariano. I believe he cut the touchdown pass earlier.
All right, miracle method. Let's take a look at it. And that ball is put – in a just incomplete. Wow. My goodness. It was there.
It was there.
All right, 1:18 to play. It's 2nd and 10. Again, Carroll out of timeouts. About 20 yards away from being in field goal range. And once again, that's a good pass. That's a good run after the catch. That's another precision air first down. All the way down to the 33-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 1:10. Carroll with plenty of time. Again, they are out of timeouts. That was Swanson again, who's had a big first half here.
He's been the top target for
It's
Nick
early,
Cantu.
but a lot of player of the game nominees here on the Carroll side if they hang on to win this thing.
3 touchdowns by 3 different players. But Mohammed's in the backfield for this one.
And he is going to take the handoff, but there is nothing. Well, there is something there.
He made a precision air first down or very close to it.
All right, they're out of timeouts. They are in field goal range for Luke DeLeon.
Did you see him? He just ran over the defenders, making a hole where there was no hole to be found. That's the thing about Robert Muhammad. He is a big, powerful back. Like you mentioned earlier, he gained some size from last year. And then you have the junior running back, that's Jesse Garcia, and he's your speedster. He's your guy that he rounds that outside corner. He is gone. So a great combination for the Carroll Tigers.
All right, clock is running.
It tonight.
Clock is running now. You see it on your screen. 35 seconds left.
Nick Cantu, no rush. They need to get this ball out.
Again, they are out of timeouts. They cannot afford a sack. They'll throw it deep in the end zone. Incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 25 seconds left.
Good defense by Ryder Reeve from Calallen. I believe he got lost in that long touchdown earlier, but great play by him, not getting the pass interference call. Good call by Carroll, though, to stop the clock.
Yeah, it's the only way they can do it because they can't afford a sack, or you really can't run the ball at this point because the clock could run out unless you get up there and.
You know, Carroll looking really strong, district play, not too far away. The last time Carroll made playoffs was in 2016.
Been a while. It's been some. They just haven't had the numbers until now. Cantu again. He'll throw it to the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 20 seconds
Just
left.
a little too long, and that was to his man, Ignacio Ariano. That's the name that he's looking for. Just a little bit overthrown by Nick Cantu, but man, he beat his man. If
so
he would have got it, they would have made it.
I imagine, Larissa, they'll probably throw one more time in the end zone, and if they don't get it, they'll bring on DeLeon to try the long field goal.
Do you think he can make it from
that
far
absolutely,
out?
Yeah. I without a doubt. And he'll have the wind to his back as well.
They've got 20 seconds left. Clock is not ticking, so plenty of time.
And Cantu's got plenty of time to throw. Again, they'll throw it in the end zone and incomplete, so it's 4th down.
Just out of reach to Braylon Swanson. Again, those are the top 2 guys he's gone for. I like their challenge going to the corner.
So here comes Luke DeLeon as he will attempt a field goal of about.
Ball on the 21-yard line, so
30,
21 plus 10, 31 plus 7 yards back, right? So that's 38.
Got a 38-yard field goal. You're correct.
I have to work stage by stage. That's how they taught me in school at George West. I got to work one by one, and I'll get there.
Braylon Swanson is the holder. Good snap, good hole. Kick is up. Looks good from here. And it is good.
Great kick.
Glad to see you have the opportunity. This is a young man who has certainly got a chance to take it to the next level in college.
The coaches love it. Look at that. Carroll is just finding multiple ways to score. They've been scoring running the ball, scoring through field goal range. They've been scoring passing the ball. I mean, Carroll is just a balanced attack this year.
Let's look at the replay. We don't get to show these, kickers very often. But
That's true.
Let's look at the replay on the field goal if we can, guys. Can Miracle Method pop that up for us?
Miracle Method making some magic. I know we like the celebration on that sideline, but here we go. Miracle Method showing us that field goal attempt.
That was right down Main Street. 24-0 Tigers, 11 seconds left as the Calallen fans are in shock right now.
I didn't know how this game would go, but I knew Carroll had a shot. They look better than previous years. I've covered them the past 2 years. I believe they finished 5-5 the last 2 seasons. Prior to that, before Cal Netherland came to Carroll, I believe they were 0-10. So I knew they made some changes, and like you said, he's really proud because this is the biggest roster he's had for varsity since he's been here. It just continues to grow, and they continue to develop. So the Carroll Tigers getting primed and ready as districts knocking on the door.
DeLeon again will kick this one deep into the end zone, and the Wildcats will start 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. All right, you got halftime coming up. Give us a preview.
Ooh, a preview. Let's see. Well, you already highlighted one of them,
yeah.
Arredondo's story as well. And if you're a Calallen fan, you're probably wondering what the Bond project looks like. Well, they have their new baseball field and softball field in the works. It looks like a lot of dirt right now, but we have an update so you can see what the Bond project has been looking like at Calallen.
Got the new...
and the bands, of course. We love our bands.
We'll be going down to Ron Hammy in a moment. He'll have a coach's interview. And the Wildcats will pick up a pretty good chunk of yardage right here. Is that number 25?
4 seconds to go.
Rosales.
I kind of want to see the young quarterback just throw a deep one. You know, it's not. I mean, I can't say it's not far. I can throw a ball 20 yards, but you know, it's.
That's all?
Maybe 25.
Okay, all right.
I haven't gone to a training session with my boyfriend. He's a throwing coach in town, mostly for baseball, but I need to get a lesson or two.
Did he play in the?
He did. He played 3 years with the Milwaukee Brewers.
Did he make the?
He made it to the bigs. Funny enough, he's 5-0. Never lost. He was 5-0.
So what happened?
He didn't start. He was a reliever. His debut game, actually, he was in the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning and retired all 9 batters he faced.
Klosterman will throw it. Catch it, get out of bounds.
1 second, no seconds.
Nope.
I don't know what they're going to call it.
That'll run out the clock. All right, let's head down to the field, and let's check in now with the Ron Hammy. Ron, what you got for us?
He's chasing down head coach Charlie Reeve, but I don't know if he's going to get him.
Well,
he did get him. There's a Ron Hammy, so we'll be able to throw it down to him.
All right, I knew he would. I mean, there was no question about it. All right, take it away, Ron. All right, Ron, it's your show. Go ahead.
Hey guys, we've got Coach Reeve with us. Coach, run game not working out like you had hoped to start out this game. What do you have to change in that second half to get it going?
Well, we just got to execute, and we got to get out of our own way. You know, whether that be with penalties or mental mistakes, staying on blocks. I mean, we just got to be better. You know what we do. It's we got to execute better. It comes down to that.
On the defensive side, is it the same situation? They've been passing that ball over the middle a lot. What do you have to do to slow down that passing game?
Yeah, you know, right now I feel like, you know, we're playing a little loose, you know, and so we got to tighten that up, and we got to get some pressure on the quarterback too. So those are things that we got to get done.
All right, Coach, thank you. Good luck in the second half.
All right, guys. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. And appreciate Coach Charlie Reeve talking. It's hard when you're down 24-0 because I know he wants to get in the locker room and talk to his players. And then you see the Carroll Tiger Band coming out of the field to start the halftime festivities.
Drivers passing by the Calallen High School on Wildcat Drive can see construction going on at the baseball and softball.
This is a relic. This is a relic from last millennium. All I wanted to do was be a Tiger growing up.
Sorry, Alan, I didn't do that good this first half. I get a little emotional when, like, I know Ron's not getting his shot. He doesn't get a 62-yard touchdown. Welcome back to Game Night South Texas. As you see, the Carroll Band is ready to perform, but first, we've got our halftime sponsor, Truckers Equipment. Thank you so much. We're able to highlight these bands as well as the great things happening in our community. That being said, Mary Carroll High School's principal, Robert Arredondo, oversees the safety of 2,000 students. But did you know Mr. Arredondo was also the starting safety for the Tigers football team 30 years ago? Our Southside neighborhood news reporter, Tony Jaramillo, highlights Arredondo's passion to give back to his alma mater.
This is a relic. This is a relic from last millennium. All I wanted to do was be a Tiger growing up.
Carroll High School alum and current principal Robert Arredondo showed me his helmet from the 1994 season.
These stickers were for interceptions, touchdowns, block kicks, etc. These are player of the week. These are bone-crushing hits.
He played different positions, but he was the starting safety for the Tigers, and he wasn't afraid to make a big hit.
Here you see a little bit of the color of some of those other schools.
For him, seeing the Tigers take the field every Friday night is a blast from the past.
Those memories come flooding back more so because I'm at the same stadium that I played in.
Seeing a bit of his teammates in today's players.
And this squad reminds me of that senior season. We chose to play a really strong non-district schedule that served us well in the playoffs.
Memories that bond the Tiger community forever.
You know, the relationships built with your fellow student athletes is something, those bonds are gonna last. And 30 years later, I still text my boys.
As he enters his 4th year as the school's principal, Arredondo's focus is now off the field.
I believe to my core that the success of any high school is our students participating in clubs, sports, organizations. And when we're plugged into an adult, we're plugged into somebody who cares, who's going to create structures, great things are going to happen.
Their hard work really paying off.
And our participation is just growing, and with that there's a trajectory of academic achievement and school culture going up.
Principal Robert Arredondo tells me he still gets that itch to throw on the pads every time football season rolls around. From the South Side, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Tony Jaramillo, Chris 6 News.
Great story by Tony Jaramillo, and again, great story by Arredondo. So if you see him walking around Carroll High School, don't forget to ask about his football and track playing days for the Tigers. And here is our Carroll Tigers marching band. And our band break sponsor, Texas A&M University Corpus Christi.
Tigerette line officers are Colonel Isabella Cardona, Major Kayla Martinez, Captain Stacy Perez, Madison Galaviz, Charlotte Maldonado, and Loretti Margo. Social officers are President Colt Dees, Vice President Gabriela Del Bosque, Secretary Alyssa Roldan. Tigerette Dancer of the Week is Jasmine Murillo, and Most Spirited Tigerette of the Week is Nizeli Santos. Tigerette's director is Taylor Green Elsher. The Tigerettes will now perform a kick routine to I Like It.
A great performance by the Carroll Marching Band. We'll be right back after this quick timeout. You're watching Game Night South Texas.
Wildcat Nation, please welcome the six-time national championship winning Calallen Wildcats to the field. The Wildcats are directed by Mallory Hernandez and Lori Cooley. Wildcat officers are Colonel Sakura Hogan, Major Marian Franco, Captain Sofia Villarreal, Lieutenant Athena Cortez, Top Cat of the Week, Colleen Simmons, Top Cat Teacher of the Week, Coach Ashburn.
Welcome back to Game Night South Texas. Gosh, I love this song. But before the Calallen band comes out, we've got to highlight some exciting news with the Wildcats. Back in May, we reported about Calallen ISD's bond passing to improve athletic stadiums in the district. Neighborhood news reporter Tyrese Boone visited Calallen staff to get an update on the construction.
Drivers passing by the Calallen High School on Wildcat Drive can see construction going on at the baseball and softball fields here. Well, after almost 2 years, a bond proposition was passed in May that allowed improvements to be made to these facilities, including the football stadium. The stadium upgrades for the baseball and softball stadium amounted up to $5.1 million, with upgraded dugouts and upgraded turf for both fields, which coaches say it will be a game changer for them.
The AstroTurf is going to save us a lot of time, my coaches a lot of time, the kids a lot of time, and enable us to play in inclement conditions where we would normally not be able to play.
In addition, the football stadium will receive upgrades of its own to its entries, the scoreboard, and press box will total up to about $7.4 million. As the athletic teams wait to see their stadiums come to life this season, they are adamant on giving the community the praise to help make these improvements possible.
I think this will be really nice. It'll be really, really good for our program, and just, you know, it's what our kids deserve. They deserve something like this. So we're really, really grateful to the community for passing this bond, and I promise it won't go unappreciated.
The district superintendent expects construction on the baseball and softball stadiums to be done by January of next year. Work on the football stadiums is expected to start by next year as well. Reporting from Calallen, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Tyrese Boone, Chris 6 News.
Can't wait to see those fields. I know they'll be saving a lot of money on some water because that South Texas heat can be brutal. But there is your Calallen Wildcat marching band, and they're about to give us a wonderful performance. And thank you to our band break sponsor, Texas A&M University Corpus Christi, as we showcase the Calallen Wildcat Marching Band. great performance by your Calallen Marching Band, but stay with us. This is Game Night South Texas.
All right, welcome back. Game Night South Texas live from Phil Danaher Stadium tonight. Alan Harwell with Larissa Liska, Ron Hamby down there on the sidelines. Carroll Tigers, in case you just joined us, they've got themselves a 24-0 lead over the Calallen Wildcats. And how did we get here? Well, let's show you. Let's roll the halftime highlights, get you caught up on what happened. And we want to thank Miracle Method. So here come the Carroll Tigers. That is Nick Cantu. He'll throw it deep down the right side, and it's a great catch. And it is a touchdown, and that made it 7-0, as that was Ignacio Ariano who brought in the long pass. And the Tigers led 7-0 after the first period. So we go to the second quarter now, and this is Nick Cantu. He will take it in untouched. He will not get touched by anyone in maroon. And the extra point was good, and it's 14-0. Early in the second quarter. Now they get the ball again, and once again they drive it down the field. This time it's going to be Mohammed who takes it up the gut. This made it 21-0. And then right before halftime, with about 34 seconds left, they brought in Luke DeLeon, and Luke from 38 yards out will split the uprights. And that's how we got to where we are now, 24-0. Carroll Tigers, who came in 0-3. Calallen was 3-0. So let's see what happens in the second half. Let's see if the Wildcats can put together a second half rally, or can the Carroll Tigers hold on and win this thing. Again, Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry. We are so glad that you're tuning in tonight here on KDF Television. I want to remind our viewers that next Thursday we'll be at Javelina Stadium, where the HM King Brahmas, undefeated so far. We'll see how things go tomorrow night as they host the Moody Trojans. All right, we're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have the second half kickoff. Again, you're watching Game Night South Texas from Phil Danaher Stadium. We'll be right back. Doing a good job.
Welcome back to Game Night South Texas. There's the Calallen Wildcats. This one sponsored. We got to give credit to our halftime sponsor.
Truckers Equipment,
Truckers Equipment, that's right.
All right, let's head down to the sidelines. We got to run Hammy with what I'm sure is a very happy Cal Netherland. Take it away.
Here come the Carroll Tiger guys, and right now I've got Coach Netherland with me. Coach, a lot of people over there might be surprised that the score is 24-0, but why are you not surprised about how your boys have executed tonight?
Well, I know how good our team really can be, and we're young, and we're showing what we can do. We had a great week of practice after that disappointing loss at the last seconds, but we've been steadily getting better, and then right now we've played excellent on both sides of the ball. We start off slow on offense, but we picked it up in our passing game and then the running game, and I'm just so proud of our boys right now. They're playing so hard. If we continue to do that and continue to wrap up and play great defense, we're going to be in good shape.
You told Larissa earlier in the week that the key to this game was stopping the run. Does that go back to preparation for you guys with how you performed in the first half?
Oh, yeah. This week, Monday and Tuesday, we had some physical practices, and it was not like we did anything different. Our kids just took the challenge upon themselves because, like I said, we are young, but the kids are stepping up today. I'm really proud of them.
Excellent first half, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Thank you for your time. All right, guys, let's check in just a bit. Let's see that second half.
All right, good job there, Ron. And, it was all Carroll. And like Cal said, they did get off to a slow start. First couple of drives, they couldn't get anything going. Then all of a sudden it started clicking, and they got the run game going, and that opened up the passing game. And Nick Cantu, the veteran that he is a senior, and with the senior running back, Mohammed, he's been able to run well. And then you've got J.C. Garcia, who's done a really good job at running back. And then Braylon Swanson has really hauled in a lot of key receptions across the middle. He's not afraid to catch the ball in the middle. So Calallen will get the ball to start the second half. And I imagine Coach lit a fire under them at halftime. So let's see if they come out with
I'm sure, because they've got to find a way to do what they did those first couple of drives on defense, and that's attack up front. And that's exactly what Calallen needs to do to try to cause any havoc for Nick Cantu. The cool thing about Carroll is, yes, Nick Cantu is a senior, but the backup quarterback is a sophomore, Seth Netherland, head coach to Cal Netherland. So they've got some quarterback depth coming up now with this Carroll offense.
All right, here we go. Luke DeLeon kicks it off, and this one will be returnable. Reed Rusher from the 5-yard line, up the middle to the 20, 25. Good run back to about the 27-yard line. And that is where the Calallen Wildcats will start. Again, Calallen came in 3-0. And across the way, of course, Carroll came in at 0-3. The Tigers, of course, compete in 14-5A Division II, a very tough district. Calallen competes in a 5-team district this year.
Carroll looking to make the playoffs for the first time, I believe. We said it earlier, since 2017, I believe. And, again, they've got Miller. They've got Gregory Portland this year. That's a new addition. They're also up against Moody, King, and Ray.
All right, let's see what we see from the Wildcats here in the second half. As Klosterman will hand it off as they'll go to the run game early on.
Spin by Jude Hernandez, able to get some extra yards, just shy of a first down.
It's about a 5-yard pickup.
Jude Hernandez is a big, powerful back, but what makes it tough for Jude is, again, he's a leader on both sides of the ball. He's a linebacker on the Calallen defense, so you got to imagine Jude is very tired, but, man, when he's got that energy, he is tough to bring down.
Second down and 2 now for the Cats. Trailing 24-0 here. And this time he'll hand it off, and this time it'll be a Calallen first down. That's Jude Hernandez, precision air. First down will help you move those chains all the way up to about the 40.5-yard line. Precision air, experience care for your heat and air. First and 10 now. Cats looking for the first points of the game. And this time they'll hand it off.
Jude spins again, and
Jude
he's
spins.
off.
He'll take it all the way to the house. This is going to be a long touchdown run for Jude Hernandez. And that'll give the Wildcats their first score of the game with 10 minutes and 46 seconds. They come out and they make a huge statement here
to
start the second half.
A 59-yard Aztec Auto Group of Beeville touchdown. I told you, if Jude Hernandez, he's got power, and when he's not tired, he can turn on the jets. I want to go back and look on that replay later if we have it, because the spin move he made was just enough to fly through the gap and be gone.
Ian Pettis in for the extra point.
Well, you said, Coach Reeve put a fire under Calallen. What a start.
Good hole. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 10:46 to play here in the third quarter, the Wildcats are on the board. It's 24-7. We'll be right back. You're watching Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry. All right, welcome back to Phil Danaher Stadium. Wildcat fans have got a feeling a little bit better now. They're finally on the scoreboard, and it took them about a minute and 18 seconds to score. Ian Pettis with the kickoff. It's a short one, and the Carroll Tigers will call a fair catch. All right, let's take a look at the Miracle Method replay of the touchdown as we take a look back and show you how the Wildcats scored. And this was just a terrific run here by Jude Hernandez. It looks like he stopped right there, right at the line of scrimmage, and he kind of squirms his way through, and then there is no one in the secondary to catch him, and he'll take it the distance. And just like that, Calallen comes out and scores. So we got us a ball game at 24-7.
That is exactly what they needed, and I hope that opens up the door for Ricardo Rodriguez as well, their other running back.
Cantu will throw it out, and it's a catch, and it's going to be a gain of about 4 as the Tigers get the ball for the first time here in the second half.
Jesse Garcia with that little run there, that little catch for about 4 yards. Carroll doing a great job with a balanced attack, and especially passing the ball. I like what Nick Cantu has been able to do, and the few drop passes, he's put them in a good, right near the target. Maybe on that last drive before halftime, he might have overthrown a few, but leading up to it, he was on target.
Second down and 6, and I believe this is Muhammad up the middle. Not really a whole lot there. Can't quite see the number. No, it was not.
That
it is
was
number 12, I believe. That was Jesse Garcia.
Jesse Garcia.
So it'll now be 3rd and 6. So this is a big play for the Calallen defense to see if they can stop the Tigers and get the ball back.
You'd imagine Nick Cantu will be looking for Braylon Swanson, Ignacio Ariano. Ignacio, he connected with him for a first half touchdown. It was 62 yards, so keep an eye on number 29 and number 15.
Cantu back, going deep down the right sideline, overthrows everybody, and that'll stop the clock with 9:34. So a quick 3 and out. Wildcats will get the ball back. Second half going exactly the way the Wildcats hoped it would so far.
Nick had time, but he kind of did a little pump fake there, and you saw Braylon slow down the Jets when he saw that, and then all of a sudden, Nick thought Braylon was still sprinting, so he threw it where Nick would have been, and there's a little miscommunication on that play, so that's what they're putting on 4th down and giving Calallen, who's got all the second half momentum right now, a chance to pull this one back and be within 2.
Luke DeLeon with the kick, and ooh. Boy, they overran the football. This is all the way down to about the 16-yard line. Boy, got a lot of roll.
I don't believe they touched it, but wow, that was close.
So that's where the Wildcats will start with 9:23. Plenty of time to get back in this football game. Again, we'll remind everybody, next Thursday night we'll be at Javelina Stadium on the campus of Texas A&M University Kingsville, home of the Javelinas, of course.
H.M. King against Moody.
But tomorrow night, H.M. King is playing, remind me again?
King at Cavanis.
All right.
And I will be there.
They've got a chance to win that one and go 4-0. We'll see.
I will be going to IWA first, though. If you understand, six-man football is only 80 yards, so I think they might score a little faster. So I'm going to go to that game first and then hop over to Cavanis.
Klosterman will hand it off, and pretty good run here by the Cats to start this second drive. That's about a 7-yard gainer.
That was a new name, Carlos Rosales. We haven't heard that name yet for the Calallen Wildcats.
It's now going to be second down and short. It's always interesting, Larissa, to see how the coaches make their adjustments at halftime.
And Calallen is ground and pound, running it down their throats, trying to get that Carroll defense tired.
That was an 8-yard gain. So it's now 2nd and 2.
Quarterback
Klosterman
keeper.
Will keep it himself, and Klosterman will get it up for a precision air Calallen Wildcat first down. So far, so good for the Wildcats here in the second half. And big number 76 getting up.
He needs some help off the field.
Yeah.
He's limping.
Daniel Leal. So we're going to have a stoppage of play. We're going to have an injury timeout here at Phil Danaher Stadium. We want to take a break? You let me know, gentlemen.
Those linemen put in
We
so
are going
much
to take
work.
a break. 8:34 to play here, 24-7 Carroll. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Phil Danaher Stadium. Wildcats 1st and 10. And they're going to keep it on the ground. And that's about a 5-yard pickup for the Wildcats. And that's Carlos Rosales who's getting some playing time. Officially a 6-yard pickup. It'll be second down and 4. Doesn't look like the same Calallen team that we saw the first half. And once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Rosales, but there is no room to run.
That was number 4, and we've mentioned his name a couple times, Caden Garcia, the junior from Carroll, getting into the backfield. Now, that's what we saw a lot of in the first half. I was just about to give some extra credit to the Calallen offensive linemen. That's what's been doing well this first drive, and they'll need them to – somebody's got to stop number 4 because they've got a 3rd and 5.
You saw Rosales go off the field. It's 3rd and 4. Big 3rd down play here if the Wildcats want to keep this drive alive. Klosterman in the shotgun. He'll back, throwing it, incomplete, intended, of course, for his brother.
Almost picked off by number 16. That's Deshaun Porter for the Carroll Tigers. He had a pick 6 week 1 against Alice, so almost had that one.
Well, that's the 3rd time he's dialed up his brother, but they haven't been able to connect yet. That'll stop the clock, 7:13 to play, so the Cats will have to give it up. They'll punt the ball back to the Carroll Tigers, who have themselves a 24-7 lead here with 7:13 to play here in the 3rd quarter. And Perez with a high kick, and the ball will land softly, and Carroll will down it. I'm sorry, Calallen will down it at the Carroll 34-yard line. So that's where the Tigers will start. As you take a look at the Calallen bench.
We'll have to see if we can get this shot later, because looking ahead across the field, I see a beautiful full moon tonight here at Phil Danaher Stadium.
Yep, used to be Phil Danaher Field, and then they renamed it Phil Danaher Stadium.
Much deserved, needed to be done. And it's on the scoreboard, looks very nice. I believe that scoreboard is part of the bond project as well. the story you heard with Tyrese at halftime. And there's that beautiful full moon. The official full moon date was last night, but you know, it's almost just as big tonight. What a beautiful shot on this Thursday night underneath the lights. Calallen versus Carroll.
1st and 10 now for the Tigers. And Cantu throwing it to Swanson. No, that is not Swanson. That is number 25, who then fumbles the ball after the catch. And that is Eloy Rodriguez, who made a really nice catch and then ended up losing the ball.
I know Eloy Rodriguez fell on it.
Well,
wonder if we get a Miracle Method replay to relook at that play.
They're going to keep the football, but boy, they got away with that one.
They did. Good. That I was almost ready to say our turnover.
Let's
Here's
take a
our
look at
Miracle
it.
Method replay. Yeah, let's rewatch this one. So there's 25 running. Oh, pass was actually intended. It was for 29. It was actually his go-to guy, Ignacio Ariano, who fumbled, and Eloy Rodriguez saved the day.
All right, 1st and 10. And
Mohammed refusing to go down, finally brought down after a couple yards.
keeping it on that ground. They've had a lot of success up the middle in the red zone tonight. So here come the Tigers, knocking on the Wildcats' door again. 2nd and 7, they can still get a first down without scoring. That was a 3-yard gainer, 2nd and 7. Can almost see my house from here, to be honest with you. We're so high up in the air.
Where are you at? Which direction?
You see where the moon is?
Yes.
That direction.
That way.
Yes, ma'am. All right, here we go. Muhammad again, and a great tackle. Get a number on that.
Calallen Wildcats.
Yeah.
I'm looking. Number 12.
12 in on the stop. And you're right, Michael Vieira, who we sometimes will see on offense as well. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 7 now.
Makes you wonder, are they going to try to go for that pass play? Into the second half, they went for 3 passing attempts to the end zone. Of course, they had the chances to do it before making that field goal attempt. So.
Well, they certainly don't want to settle for a field goal here. They want to punch it in for a touchdown. And this is Cantu. He'll take it. And he's got some running room down to the 5. I don't think he's got a first down, though. I think he's going to be a little bit
he's
short.
He's going to be just a little shy. It makes you wonder, like you said, you don't want to go for that field goal attempt here. Do they hand it off to Muhammad and see if he can punch it in for 2 more yards?
He's about 2 yards shy.
But nope, they're going for
the
the field goal. They're going for the field goal.
Yeah, it's probably the smart move. You've got Mr. Automatic coming in, Luke DeLeon.
And even shorter than last time. If you remember in the first half, it was a 38-yard field goal attempt. Let me pull out my calculator this time, see how far he is.
Well, this is going to be, what, about 22 yards?
Ball is on the 3-yard line, 4-yard, or is it 4-yard line?
22-yard field goal.
Oh, maybe ball on the 5. I can't tell.
Yeah. 22-yarder for the left hash mark. And I don't know about that one. It snuck in on that right crossbar. So 24-27 now to 7 in favor of the Carroll Tigers. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to play. We're going to keep it right here. And
that field goal attempt may be crucial down the road. We saw the momentum Calallen had coming out of the gate. And if they do make this a game, those 2 field goals are going to be key.
Absolutely. Now, for those who may have just joined us, we got more high school football action tomorrow night. Again, you've got your game of the week. The Sinton Pirates are heading to...
You know, it reminds me of a game like tonight. You know, Sinton Pirates undefeated 3-0 going to Gregory Portland, who's looking for their first win of the season. So why game of the week, you ask? Because Gregory Portland has played some tough opponents. And as we see tonight, Carroll was 0-3, and look at this game, 27-7. So I want to give GP that chance, but man, Sinton looks really good this year. They made it deep in the playoffs last year, fell short in the 4th round to Wimberley. And so I really want to see what they can do. And Sinton really needs a good statement win this week against GP, because next week they got their toughest challenge of the year against Miller.
All right, here's the kickoff. And again, it's a deep kick into the end zone. And the Calallen Wildcats will start the ball down from their own 25-yard line.
And then, again, like I said, Sinton just has a really tough schedule. It's a fun schedule this year. They've got Miller next week, and then 2 weeks from now, they've got our Calallen Wildcats. And then they have a bye week, and guess who they have after the bye week? Knock, knock on the door, your toughest district opponent, the Cuero Gobblers.
They've been good for a long time.
Very good. Their quarterback went off last week. I believe he was one of the built for tough Player of the Week nominees. But guess who's Cuero's playing tomorrow? We'll have those highlights. Cuero will be playing Miller, so that'll be great to see if you're a Sinton fan how they do against the Miller Bucks.
This is Carlos Rosales up the middle, and Carlos will pick up about 4. And it'll now be second down. And they're going to hurry up and snap this football because they run out of time in this game.
Running out of time, so they're running the clock, but nobody in the backfield.
Klosterman.
He's got a man open.
Yeah,
number
big boy,
44.
number 44. We don't call his name very often,
wow.
but that's Aiden Midland.
The tight end.
And he was wide open. There he is.
Nobody saw him come. There we go.
Get some TV time.
Great play by Aiden Medlin. I'd maybe call for a replay, but with that hurry-up offense, I think Calallen's ready to go.
Yeah, we need to keep it live action here. 1st and 10 from the Carroll 44-yard line. And once again, they'll go to the ground game and a pickup of about 4.
That's going to be Calallen's game night right now. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Yeah, especially after that last field goal by the Carroll Tigers.
Down by 3 touchdowns. They really need a touchdown here with 3:30 left in the third quarter.
So Rosales seeing a lot of playing time.
And that
here
was a name we didn't say at all in the first
half. We had
half.
Jude Hernandez show on that one drive, and Rodriguez has had a couple of big runs tonight as well. So they got 3 good running backs they can go to. And again, this is Rosales. But big number 90 leading the charge there for the Tigers. Logan Webb, the big defensive end, senior.
Logan Webb and Jonathan Hall are their 2 top defensive ends. You'll be seeing 90 a lot back there. Logan Webb really carrying this defense up front.
Still looking for that hit of the game, the big hit of the game. We got 2 nominees from the first half.
We had 2 sacks on 3rd down. That was pretty impressive.
Can we do Coe? I don't know if we can do Coe or not.
I think possibly this week.
All right. I think the Wildcats are in 4-down territory here at 3rd and 6. Klosterman back. Good protection going deep. Got a man, but in double coverage, the Tigers will bat the ball away.
Great double coverage defense by the Carroll Tigers. Trying to get a number on that, 33 and 27, I believe.
Yes.
That would be Gage Ramos, number 33, and Jeremiah Bradley. Jeremiah Bradley's a junior, and Gage Ramos is only a sophomore.
Well, Calallen will go for it here on 4th and 6. With 2:32 to play here in the third quarter.
If they get a big hit, this could be up for big hit of the game if Carroll can get a good 4th down stop here.
Klosterman back. Good protection. Throws it. Caught. First down.
Did you see him turn around and make that catch? That was just perfect timing again with a new quarterback. They don't have that chemistry built, but you would have never even have known from Klosterman to Rusher.
Precision air first down, and thanks to precision air, they're able to move those chains down to the 29-yard line now. So the Wildcats have got themselves a pretty good drive going here. Clock running, 2:12 left in the third quarter. Again, Rosales in the backfield with Klosterman. And Klosterman will throw it out. Got a trick play here. Got a man wide open. If he can catch it, it's a touchdown.
Wow.
Gotta love it. Number 13, I believe. That was Carson.
29-yard touchdown. An Aztec Auto Group of Beeville touchdown.
All righty. Gotta love it. I couldn't quite see if it was 13 or 15 that caught the ball.
That was 13 that caught that
Okay, so it was
Aztec
Klosterman.
touchdown. Wow. But it was not thrown by Klosterman. It was thrown by, who did we have that name again? That was thrown by, I'd have to go back and look. Let's see. We'll get the Miracle Method replay for you. That was too exciting.
All right, let's check out the extra point here. It is good. Got us a ball game again here. As it is now 27 to 14 now. With 1:58 to play here in the third quarter. We come back, we'll show you that touchdown. You're watching Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry. We're coming back with the kickoff after this. All right, welcome back. Phil Danaher Stadium. And we have the kickoff, and it'll be a fair catch at the 25-yard line. Let's go back and let's take a look at the replay, the Miracle Method replay.
There's
the
the Wildcat student section. They're pumped, and they want to see that replay as well. Let's pull it up by Miracle Method. I want to see it too. What a fake.
Yeah, Klosterman will throw it out, and 5 will throw it.
That's Drayson Gomez.
And, boy, he kept both
How do you
feet
stay
in
in
bounds.
bounds?
Carson Klosterman. All right, let's head down to Ron Hammy, get his thoughts on that touchdown. Okay, we're told he's not ready yet.
But
okay.
I can tell you on the highlights, I saw Ron Hammy in the end zone, and he got that touchdown pass. What a play by Calallen. They needed some magic, and that's what's happening.
We're going to place the ball at the 30-yard line. That's where the Carroll Tigers will start. All right, Ron is ready. Ron, man, that is a tremendous play there by the Wildcats. Tell us about it.
Guys, I was in a perfect position for that touchdown pass, except I think something's developing here. Carroll with another big play. Calallen still struggling on defense. But like I was saying, I was in a perfect position for that touchdown pass. I was faked out. I thought it was going to be a screen pass in the flat. Larissa, I think we have a contender, early contender for top play of the week that will show on the Friday Night Fever. But man, we are seeing some things Calallen did not show us in the second half. They've got some fighting us. A lot of time left, guys. Don't count them out yet.
Thank you, Nick. Appreciate that. Thank you, Ron. That was Nick Cantu on the quarterback keeper. Picked up a big gainer. And all the way down to the Calallen 36-yard line.
Carroll's already getting ready to line up. They're 1st and 10. That was a precision air first down. They're on their 36-yard line.
This is Mohammed now. Oh, he's slammed to the ground.
He ran into a wall of Calallen Wildcats. Got to give credit to number 55 there.
Let's go back and take a look at the Miracle Method replay,
Allen,
if we can,
of the play before.
Of the Nick Cantu run.
There's our Miracle Method replay. As you missed it, we were talking to Ron Hammy, but there is Nick Cantu on the quarterback keeper. Rounding that edge, not getting touched, and gaining a big chunk of yards for Carroll.
Well, it seems like every time Calallen scores, Carroll comes back with a big play, and they did it on that particular play. And the clock is running, 48 seconds left. Calallen needs to get the ball back. They got to stop him here on defense. Cantu will throw out a short pass at Swanson.
Just shy of a first down, but man, he got hit hard getting pushed out of bounds there.
Braylon Swanson, another big catch.
One of the go-to guys to keep an eye on. I remember I was at practice this week, and that's one thing Coach Cal Netherlands said about Braylon Swanson. He said, that's going to be a name to remember over the years. Braylon Swanson, he's very athletic, very agile, and you give him just a little bit of a gap, he'll juke around you. So that young man has a bright future.
Well, Carroll is
Tigers.
in no hurry to snap the ball. They want to run the clock out. So this is going to end the third quarter. So we're going to head to the fourth chapter with Carroll leading 27-14. You're watching Game Night South Texas here, live from Phil Danaher Stadium, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry. We'll be back with the start of the fourth quarter after this quick timeout. All right, welcome back to Phil Danaher Stadium. Big 3rd and 1 here for the Carroll Tigers. And they're going to hand it off. And that's Muhammad. He's going to drag some would-be tacklers with him for about 4 yards. That's going to be a precision air first down. So they'll move those chains. They'll keep the clock running as we start here in the fourth quarter. Carroll has a 27-14 lead. In case you're just now joining us, Carroll led 24-0 at halftime. Calallen has since rebounded with 2 third-quarter touchdowns. Carroll had a field goal, so that's where we stand now, 27-14. And the Tigers are going to try to run as much clock as they can. They get a fresh set of downs right here on the 24. And Cantu will hand it off to Muhammad again. Some tough running again. That's about a 7-yard pickup. And the Tigers have done a really good job of running between the tackles and the red zone tonight. That's a 5-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 5. As the Tigers are going to try to tack on some more points here. Boy, this has been their best game of the year tonight. Coming in 0-3. Yeah, they lost a heartbreaker a week ago, but they have come to play tonight. They have excelled in practically all phases of the game. You heard Coach Netherland talk about that at halftime. He's been very pleased with what he's seen so far. Once again, this is Muhammad. Big hole down to about the 12, and that's going to be another precision air first down. Calallen just has not had an answer for this run game inside the red zone tonight. So they'll dial up a fresh set of downs. They'll place the ball for 13 so they can pick up another first down without scoring. And again, they're in no hurry. They want to run that play clock down as much as possible. And once again, Nick Cantu is getting the signals from the sidelines. We're down to 10 seconds on the play clock. Again, 1st and 10. Muhammad again in the backfield. And once again, he gets the handoff up the middle. And he might squeeze out 2 or 3 here. So the Carroll Tigers have come out tonight, and they came out swinging. That's a 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 8 now for the Tigers. On a hot, muggy, humid night here at Phil Danaher Stadium. Play clock down to 7 seconds. They're going to have to hurry up and hike this football. And once again, they go to Muhammad, and this time the Calallen defense is not going to give up anything, so it's now going to be 3rd and long. And they're going to bring in some subs here for the Tigers, as they're going to try to keep this ball on the ground. Clock is running, 8:53. Play clock down to 15. Again, they're trying to run as much clock off. They're trying to keep that football away from Calallen. And I think they're going to call a timeout. As the play clock is down to 2-1. Yeah, there's a timeout. So the Wildcats will talk about it on defense. Carroll will talk about it on offense. 8 minutes, 35 seconds. We're going to keep it right here. Huge 3rd down play here coming up. 3rd and 8 as they try to convert a 3rd down play. And it's going to be interesting to see if they cannot get the pickup on 3rd down, whether or not they're going to try to go for it or settle for another field goal.
You know, Alan, I think it's time for our big hits of the game. What do you think?
Well, if you think it's time, it's time. You're the boss. You're the boss lady here on this.
I think it's time.
Okay.
We got King Ranch Ag and Turf ready to give us the big hits of the game. And you know what? I'm going to be honest.
One?
I couldn't decide. Let's give it to 56 from Carroll. That's Ryan Munoz with a 3rd down sack in the first half. And another. We got to show the other one. Also a 3rd down sack. But this time it was Caden Garcia, number 4 from Carroll. So both on 3rd down, both big hits. I loved them both. I couldn't pick.
Well, speaking of 3rd down, it's a big one here for the Tigers. 3rd and 8. And we got a flag on the play.
And you know, if they call it before the play, it's on the Carroll Tigers.
Absolutely. That'll be a 5-yard walk-off. So that'll be 3rd and 13. That's a killer.
And Nick Cantu was ready on that. He was looking to go for the quarterback keeper and pitch it out to his running back. So now with 13 yards to go, makes you wonder, are they going to do what they tried to do at the end of the second half and couldn't convert, try to deliver to that corner? I mean, Nick Cantu got very close to his receivers. You'd be looking for Braylon Swanson to catch that ball.
All right. They're going to roll it out, throw it, and intercepted. Intercepted by the Wildcats. I believe that's number 14. Is that Colby Elsner?
Let's see. Yep, that's
yes,
number
is.
14. That's an Ewald Kubota turnover by number 14, Colby Elsner, the senior from Calallen.
Well, it's a big play right there. And again,
he shouldn't have thrown it. He knew he was being attacked by that Calallen front.
Well, that penalty really set up that.
That penalty did.
It did, because they were probably going to keep it on the ground, right? So this time they were forced
And it makes you think if he didn't throw that pick, De Leon's been so good tonight in field goal range, he could have maybe knocked down that field goal. Now they're up by 2 touchdowns. Right under 2 if, you miss you got to make that field goal. Then they'll be at 28-27. We got ourselves a ball game. Calallen deep in their own territory.
Well, they're going to have to drive the ball 93 yards if they want to score a touchdown here. They're going to have to do it quickly. Klosterman will throw it, and in and out of the hands of number 13. And that, of course, is Jesse, no? 13. Let me check. That is Carson Klosterman, who made that terrific touchdown. Yeah, let's go back and take a look at that replay of the interception brought to you by Miracle Method, and you'll see what Larissa was talking about. He had to force the ball here. He was under some pressure here, and nice. Who says linebackers can't catch footballs?
Exactly. 32, he's a sophomore. Kelby Broughton was one of the guys on the attack. But there's Calallen with a big first down precision area. I get excited when I see open room. I don't know if they're going to take it all the way down or what.
Well, that was Rosales who made the catch, and then he picked up the first down.
If anything, he's been the game changer this second half for Calallen. So keep an eye on Carlos Rosales. Like you said, they've just got many weapons at running back, and it all depends on the game script, who's going to step up that day.
Oh, rest the ball here on the 20-yard line. And once again, it's Rosales who'll pick up 2. A little surprising that Hernandez is not in there after he had that long touchdown run, or Rodriguez.
Well, they really need him on defense right now to try to stop the Carroll Tigers. And going both ways, you got to believe he's exhausted right now. So giving Jude Hernandez a chance to recover so he can get ready on that defense to stop the Carroll Tigers. 2nd
down and 8. And this will be Klosterman on the quarterback keeper up the middle. Got a lot of running room. He'll get up to the 34. Another precision air first down. That's a 14-yard pickup.
And that's exactly what it takes. Get Rosales, getting the defense on their toes, rounding the edges, and then right when you want to sneak one in there, give it to Klosterman to run right up the gut. That's what it's going to take to mix and match. They weren't doing a great job of that in the first quarter. But again, Rosales has been a game changer. Again, with the new quarterback as well, Klosterman. So you never know in practice, these two guys that could have been working together all along.
Well, he's going to throw this one, and it's a catch. And we're going to have a big pickup after the catch down to the 40, 35, run out of bounds. And that is Carson Klosterman. So the two brothers will hook up with a big pass play there. Again, the Cats are down 2 scores.
Nearly a 40-yard gain on that play.
7:13 left to play. Clock is running. So the Klostermans teamed up with a big play right there.
1st and 10 on the 32-yard line. Great play for the precision air first down. Klosterman taking his time. 6:55 left in the 4th. Down 2 touchdowns. If they can score here, they put Calallen with a chance to win this ball game.
Absolutely. And this time they'll go back to the pass game, and
he's going to wish he had that back. That was Carson Klosterman.
Yeah.
He's had good hands all night. You can't expect him to catch all of them.
Well, he looked like he was looking upfield to see where he could go, and I think it took his eyes off the football.
You talked about big Jude Hernandez. Rosales getting a break there. Jude Hernandez coming into the backfield. 2nd and 10. I could imagine him getting the rock and trying to chow down some of those yards to get him closer to that first down marker.
Well, that stopped the clock now with 6:42 to play. And Klosterman back. The old left-hander will sling it across the middle, incomplete. As the ball was intended for Jude Hernandez. Well, absolutely, positively, they're in 4-down territory here, being down 27-14 with 6:37 to play in regulation.
Definitely, and even if they were in field goal range, like you said, not an option right now.
You're right.
They're just out of it anyway, but not an option here. Jude Hernandez stays in the ball game.
Well, watch big 44 on this play. He got wide open in that big last 3rd down play. Aiden Medellin
The senior tight end
and he's
for
in
Cal
there.
Allen.
Watch him on the left side.
He's got 2 running backs, though. He's got, well, his brother was in the backfield. They're having some miscommunication there. Klosterman.
So the Wildcats are going to call timeout here, and they're going to talk about it. This is a big play, 3rd and 10. They need to convert, without a doubt.
Worth it to use that timeout because, yep, they got to connect on this drive.
So we got highlights coming up on Chris 6 Sports coming up at 10:20. Let's see, what is it right now? 9? We're about an hour away from
We
sports
do,
time.
and you know, I will say sometimes it's hard to send the highlights back because we have to have good service. So, you know, we have to send at halftime, and but we always can send updates. So we can always send a revision, or we can do another video that has second half highlights. But all first half highlights were pretty much all Carroll. You know, so we definitely need to get you some Cal Allen highlights. Definitely a contender for top play of the week was that trick play from Cal Allen. And now they're within 2 touchdowns to win this ball game. Really exciting matchup. I knew when I put this one on the schedule, I was very excited. I know we usually pick Cal Allen week 1 against Gregory Portland, but I was really excited about this Cal Allen-Carroll matchup. Again, they haven't played since 2017.
All right,
Great to see that back.
Connor Klosterman talking it over with his running back. He's back in trouble. Will roll left, and they're going to sack him, and the ball will come loose.
Wow.
And it'll go out of bounds.
That was number 9 on that one, Bobby Ochoa. But you got to give credit to one of the guys that I gave our King Ranch Ag and Turf Award to, number 4, Caden Garcia. He was one of the guys in the backfield, number 4, causing havoc for the Carroll Tigers.
All right, so now the Wildcats are going to have to go for it on 4th down. This is a must.
I don't want to say this is for the game, but this could be for the ball game.
Well, they're showing 3rd down actually down there on the field.
If you're watching this broadcast and one of your family members is in the kitchen, tell them to run out now. They got to watch this game. This could be the play of the game.
It is 4th, but they're showing 3rd down for some reason on the marker.
And the officials are still talking it over. But I agree with you. It's a 4th down.
Well, we got a flag called against the Wildcats here. I mean, he just threw the flag.
So what were they saying? I saw one player by the official. Intentional grounding.
I don't know about that. They call it intentional grounding on that play, but looked like the ball came loose. I don't think he intentionally threw the ball.
I would look at a replay, but Cal Allen's ready to roll 4th and a country mile. They've got to get to the 22-yard line.
All right, Klosterman, this could be your ball game. They got to convert. He'll go deep across the middle. Got a man incomplete. Trying to find his brother.
And he was open. He was open.
He
just
was
a little
open.
off.
That would have been a 1st down if they'd been able to connect.
Now, it's not over yet. I said that was for the game, but you never know. They could force a turnover, get the ball right back. But with 6:23 left in this game, you need a miracle from the Cal Allen Wildcats.
And they have done it over the years, without a doubt. They've got a pretty strong reputation for doing that. So we'll see.
This is the most points Carroll has scored against Cal Allen in the history.
All right. Officials, for some reason, are talking over something here. I didn't see a flag on the play.
And I still don't see a flag now. Is it the position of the ball?
Perhaps.
Here we go. They're running back to their spot. Carroll with the ball on the 41-yard line, or 39.
Tigers need to pick up some key 1st downs, and the fake to Muhammad. This is Cantu, who will take it himself, and he'll go down at the 4, right at the 1st down marker. It's going to be awfully close. I think he got it.
He did a precision air 1st down for the Carroll Tigers, and I'm not going to lie, that play faked
We don't
me
want
out.
you lying on live TV.
I know, but I got faked out, so I can't lie. Robert Muhammad, I thought the ball was with him. Great fake by the Carroll Tigers. You can see that chemistry. That's something they work on. They work on fundamentals every day at practice, and it's showing tonight.
Cantu will throw it out. It's a catch. Not a whole lot there, maybe about 3 yards.
Ignacio Audiano with the catch there. They're just clicking away at the top, ticking away at the clock now. 5:37 to go in this ball game.
He's going to hobble off the field.
That brings in Jay Leha. We've said his name earlier today as well. Again, they've got a depth chart on this wide receiver core this year.
Clock is running, 5:17. Play clock down to 15. 2nd down and 8. Look for the big man, 11, to probably carry the ball here. Run the clock again, and yes, there he goes. Not really a whole lot there. Good gang tackling by the Wildcats.
All you can ask from Muhammad right now is to hold on to that football. This is your time to not let them rip it out.
Both teams still have 2 timeouts left. 3rd and 7. And they are not in 4-down territory. If they don't get pick up a first down here, they're going to have to punt. A lot of time on the play clock. That's why you see number 1 there taking its time. 10 seconds left on the play clock.
He's got Muhammad there in the backfield lined up with him.
I imagine they'll still keep it on the ground here.
And they
They're
don't.
going to throw it.
Picked
and it's
off!
intercepted. That's going to be a Calallen touchdown. All the way in for the score.
Michael Vietto, we've said his name, and there he goes. That is an Ewald Kubota turnover and an Aztec Auto Group of Beeville touchdown. Wow.
Boy, I'm shocked that Carroll put the ball in the air on that play,
Wow.
but they did, and that's the end result as he takes it back to make it 27-20.
Can I tell you, Alan, I have some fans right out the window, and they're like, why did he throw the football? Why would you do that? Oh, man. You got to agree, you thought they'd hand it off.
Man, we're going to have a nail biter, I have a feeling, in these final 4 minutes and 13 seconds. Petta's now in to try the extra point.
We said that's what you couldn't do as a turnover, and if anything, an interception, but not a pick 6.
All right, the kick is good. It's now 27-21. The Cats are within 6 with 4 minutes and 13 seconds left to play. We're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the replay. You're watching Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry. Well, it's a full moon night here at Phil Danaher Stadium. Crazy things are happening now. After leading 24-0 at halftime, the Cats have come all the way back. It's now 27-21, and they got plenty of time. 4 minutes and 13 seconds left. So Pettis is going to kick it off, and if you're a Carroll Tiger fan, you need a good drive on this next possession to hold on to that football. And you see the kickoff return is down to about the 31-yard line.
Braylon Swanson getting that kick
So
return.
things get a little tight down there on the field. Things have gotten very, very interesting.
We said
here.
you couldn't do a turnover, but nothing is worse than a turnover for a touchdown. Let's see if that miracle method replay can come up on the big screen for us.
So the Tigers were facing a 3rd and 7 in this play. We thought we might keep it on the ground to try to run the clock, and they went ahead and threw the ball, and out of nowhere comes the big man.
That's Michael Vietta.
Yeah, and we've talked about him on offense, and then he'll take it all the way. And the extra point
And I
was
love
good.
the celebration here, kneeling down.
Absolutely.
Bringing Calallen within a chance to win. They're just 6 points away. They don't even need to make the extra point to, well, they need to make the extra point to win it, but to tie it up, they just need 6.
Now their defense has got to come up big here. It's up to that Carroll offense
And there
to
goes
keep the
Muhammad.
clock running. Muhammad tripped.
Good
Look-
triple tackle there. Good trip tackle. Can't see the number 21 for Calallen.
Looked like he was in for a big game, but
Diego
then
Fuentes got the tackle just in time.
and that turf monster kind of emerged also, I think.
It
That-
did, yeah. Some nice turf here at Calallen's football field. The baseball and softball fields are working on that as we speak.
All right, again, the Wildcats had 2 timeouts in their pockets. 2nd down and 8. Pass play is caught.
Ariano.
And Ariano's pushed out of bounds. And, boy, that's a big play if you're a Carroll Tiger fan. That's a first down.
First down.
So that'll move the chains. He'll get a fresh set of downs. He'll be able to run more clock off.
Here's head coach Charlie Reeve. Or no, he's behind him. That's another assistant coach there. But, man, they're trying to get their defense ready because they need a stop.
That's their defensive coordinator right there.
And there's Cal Netherland talking to his Carroll Tigers, doing a great job in his third season. This is a big game for Carroll. Win or lose, Carroll's performance has been outstanding as well.
3:30 to play. It's 1st and 10 now. Tigers running the football. Not a whole lot there. Good play there by the Wildcat defense.
Alan, I was just thinking about it. Again, what's amazing about this matchup versus last week is last week we had Davian Figueroa from TM get 5 rushing touchdowns. We had an outright player of the game. It has been a team effort on both sides. There's been someone stepping up every step of the way, someone different on both sides.
Absolutely. 3 minutes exactly left to play in this football game.
It's going to come down to it could come down to that pick 6 that turned the tide for Calallen. It could come down to the game-winning touchdown. That will be our player of the game.
All right, Cantu back. Good protection. Throw it across the middle and almost intercepted by number 7, Ryder Reeve.
That was dangerous. That's the head coach's son, Charlie Reeve's son, stepping up there.
And more importantly, it stops the clock. That helps Calallen now. 2:44 to play.
3rd down and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line. Wow.
Carroll needs to pick up a first down. They're desperate here. They're going to have to pump the ball back to Calallen, who has all the momentum right now.
They've got Jesse Garcia in the backfield, not Muhammad. You think they'd throw the ball. And like I said, their top guys are Ignacio Ariano, number 29. Keep an eye on him. And keep an eye on number 15, Braylon Swanson. But there's Jay Leha. He's caught a pass, number 14. And the Carroll Tigers are going to think about this one.
Yeah, they're going to have to. This is too big of a 3rd down not to talk about it. 2:44 left to play in regulation. And I say regulation because you never know, right?
Again, Calallen could somehow score, miss the extra point, and we have our first overtime on Game Night South Texas. Have we had one before?
Yeah, well, back in the olden days, we had 1 or 2.
I remember last year we had a really long game, but I don't remember that going to overtime. It was London versus Orange Grove.
We've had a couple of games where it got certainly had an opportunity late in the games for overtime.
What an outstanding second half performance by Calallen. You know, they could have hung their heads, said, man, we're down 24, 24-0, or what was it, 27-0. Let's give a shout out to Rally Credit Union, our sponsors for Rally sponsor. There's our cheerleaders who helped me throw out those towels. I got a great picture with both cheerleaders. Got to give a shout out to Carroll as well, both helping me out.
All right, this is Carroll's biggest 3rd down play of the football game. They need 10 yards to extend this drive. Cantu back, under pressure, throws, incomplete, stops the clock.
Through the hands of Nate Bazin.
Oh my goodness, they're going to have to pump the ball back to the Calallen Wildcats.
That was a trick play because on my roster, Nate Bazin is one of the backup quarterbacks for the Carroll Tigers. So they were going for one of their guys you didn't expect, but man, they've got a punt here.
Well, Luke DeLeon's going to have to give them their best punt of the night right here.
And I'm trying to remember who had that beautiful punt that almost rolled out near the 5. Was that Carroll or Calallen? There was a good punt earlier.
That was Calallen. That was Ian Pettis.
So we'll see what this young man can do for the Carroll Tigers.
Good
high punt.
Hike and a high kick. And that's where Calallen will start at their own 31-yard line. They're going to mark it actually at the 32. They've got 2.5 minutes to play. They've got 2 timeouts in their pocket.
And 68 yards to go to win this bowl game.
That's what it's all going to boil down to can the Carroll defense stop that Wildcat offense? That's what it's going to boil down to.
And keep an eye on number 90, Logan Webb, their defensive end. There he is on that right side. He's been a game changer, as well as number 4. That's Caden Garcia. Caden has been getting sacks, rushing the quarterback. So keep an eye on those 2 because they're going to need them.
Well, for all you Wildcat fans, shame on you who left at halftime. I saw a bunch leaving.
The
I bet they wish they were still
there.
here.
The student section is still loud and proud.
Klosterman in trouble, sacked, huge sack by the Tigers.
And that's number 4. That is Caden Garcia. He was one of our King Ranch Ag and Turf sacks. Let's go watch it again by Miracle Method. I want to see it again. Caden Garcia, bring it up, Miracle Method, bring it up. Here's your replay. Keep an eye on 4. He's not even on the line here. Nobody on him, just a wide open lane to sack Klosterman. Nobody counted for Caden Garcia. Number 4, for all teams watching this game, keep Caden Garcia on your radar. Someone needs to know where that man is at all times.
Well, the Calallen Wildcats have been forced to use a timeout here.
And we said they need 68 yards. I forgot what I even said, but let me redo the math here now.
78 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to need 78 yards in 2 minutes and 23 seconds, plus an extra point to win the ball game. That could have been the hit of the game.
That could have. I actually almost said I'd change it, but you know, it was one of the young men I already awarded it to. So he now has 2. So technically, he's now in the lead, Caden Garcia. So the other young man, I believe, was 56, Ryan Munoz. We'll see if he'll step up.
2nd and 19 now, officially a 9-yard loss. Klosterman will roll to his left. He'll take off, and
he needs to get out of bounds.
And he took a big hit. A little surprised we didn't get
they're not happy with that.
Yeah, could have been a flag on the play.
That was Deshaun Porter with the big hit.
My goodness, they're getting after it down there on the sidelines.
Oh, someone's pushing people in the face. Break it up, break it up. It's getting, it's a really good ball game. Really good ball game. So tensions are flaring.
Well,
Gotta protect the quarterback.
Bragging rights are up for grabs in this ball game.
Again, Carroll has never defeated Calallen. They've played 4 times before, and Carroll is 0-4.
Well, that was a 4-yard pickup. It'll now be 3rd and 15 as the clock stopped on running out of bounds. Uh-oh, somebody
Offsides.
moves.
It looked like it was number 12, one of the wide receivers for Calallen.
Boy, another big.
That would have been Michael Vieta who made the pick 6.
It's now going to be 3rd and 20. They're going to have to earn it here if they want to.
It's going to be offsides on Calallen.
Absolutely. Two minutes, 17 seconds left. 3rd and 20. Obviously 4-down territory at this point. So they got 2 tries to get 20 yards. And Klosterman's going to throw it way downfield. Got a man, overthrew Rusher in double coverage.
And Rusher outran that double coverage. He had 2 receivers running, but it looked like one of his guys
Let's take another
tripped
look
up.
at that real quick if we can. If Miracle Method can pop that up, we're going to show you.
Yes, keep an eye on number 12 because he's running with Reese, but I don't know how 12, I believe it was Michael Vieta. He just slips. Here's that Miracle Method replay. So you've got Reese and 12. Oh, 12 kind of got pushed. He got pushed by one of the defenders. That's how he fell.
All right, back to the live action. It's 4th down and 20. This is your ball game, everybody. If Carroll can stop Calallen on this play, they're going to end up winning this football game. And Rusher has it. He's going to be stopped well short of a first down.
Javon Flores from Carroll with the big hit early. Number 19.
So that'll give the Tigers the ball back with 2 minutes and 5 seconds left.
What a game for the Carroll Tigers. They had a 24-0 lead at halftime. Calallen knocking on the door and threatening in the second half, scoring 21 points versus Carroll's 3. And Carroll with the huge stop on that drive. Carroll might get their first win against Calallen.
Well, I got to tell you, there's been a lot of guys on that Carroll team tonight that has contributed to this game so far, and it's hard to pick a player of the game because everybody.
And I've got to chase one down at the end. I started last week. I take their picture and I post it on Facebook and social
we've had so
media.
many individuals score, different individuals score, and so many guys on the defensive line who've made some big sacks tonight.
I was going to say, Caden Garcia, number 4, has made some big plays on defense. Oh, can't have a fumble like that.
Can't
Carroll.
do that.
Can't do that.
That would be the worst thing to happen to the Tigers at this point.
If I had to look at my list of, everybody's contributed.
Timeout called by Calallen. They've got one. They're out of timeouts.
Even our kicker with 2 field goals made for Carroll. Can you imagine if he didn't make those 2 field goals? 21-21 right now.
Yep. Luke DeLeon, a senior from Carroll, 2 field goals. Looking back
first quarter, he made one from 38 yards out, and then in the second half, he made one from 22 yards out. So again, if he didn't make those field goals, this game would be a tied ball game.
So if the Tigers actually could, if the Tigers kneel it 3 times in a row here, they can not quite run out the clock. It'd be close.
It would, but let's see what our next game is, because this is pretty exciting. But what do we have lined up for next week on Game Night South Texas?
Well, we're heading to Javelina Stadium on the campus of Texas A&M University Kingsville, where the Kingsville Brahmas will play host to the Moody Trojans. And Larissa Liska, myself. Ron's not going to be there, is he?
I know. Ron is going to be on missing out that game, and I know he loves Javelina Stadium, so we're excited to have him back after that. I told him no vacations during football season, but he didn't listen to me.
All right, we got Carroll, who may have moved here.
Yep. Well, Carroll's moving in the wrong direction.
Yeah, they'll push him back 5 yards.
Again, all they need to do is run the ball with 2:01 left, but
I don't know if I even want to run the ball. I don't want to even hand off to anybody. You don't want to take a chance on
a fumble. That's right.
A fumble. I mean, we just saw what happened right on that last play.
We did. Carroll's got to find a way to run out that clock.
I mean, if
some
I'm
way.
can too, I'm going to keep it myself, but he is going to hand it off.
And that is Jesse Garcia.
Hang
on to that football.
Got to wrap it up with 2 hands though. So Calallen cannot stop the clock, so there's 36 seconds left on the play clock.
That's their junior running back in the game. Yeah, you're right. He's got to have 2 hands on that football. Don't risk at all dropping that ball. But I do think they need to run it. Like you said, they can't fumble it here, but look at the clock ticking down. It's 1:35 left. The play clock is 20 seconds, so it's going to get down to the 110 marker, and it's 3rd down for the Carroll Tigers. But let's see how many timeouts. Calallen,
they're out of timeouts.
They're out of timeouts. Yeah, that's right. Carroll has 1 timeout. Calallen's out of timeouts, so they can't do anything to stop this clock.
All right, so Nick Cantu will hand it off to his running back.
Jesse
again, not
Garcia
a whole lot there.
again.
So 1:11 left, and there's 39 seconds left. So they can run it down. They can take a penalty, and it'll be about 38 seconds left on the
Might
clock.
as well take the penalty. Give your punter a little bit more room to put it in within the 10-yard line.
All right, they're going to run this clock down to about 30 seconds.
You know, we've seen a lot of exciting action, so we'll see if Calallen can make some magic.
All right, 7. They'll run this all the way down, probably 1 second, which I imagine they just stopped the clock, so I don't think they're going to get called for a penalty here. So it'll be 4th down. It'll be interesting to see if they pump the ball or if they just snap it.
You know, it's a fun game when I'm not even keeping up with what time it is. I just looked down at the clock. It's 9:44. It's almost 10 o'clock news time on Chris 6 News.
Yeah.
And I just heard Ron Hammy, you know, he said he's working on his highlights. So like I said, we normally send highlights in the first half. But
now, when you say that, explain that to the viewer what that means.
So what that means is, one, we have to deal with if we have bad internet service. So
you got to email
we
the video
we got to
back.
send it in, and halftime gives us a good chance to feed it back and give it back to the station because we go live here at the stadium. But then when we have a good ball game like this, as soon as we're done editing, which takes some time again because if internet's slow to give it back to the station, it takes some time. But when you got a good game like this, you got to keep getting the highlights, and even if you just add one more touchdown, one more game winner to show, for example, what Calallen was able to put together, what Carroll was able to do to hang on to their lead. That's what it takes. It's a tight deadline, but you get it done.
30 seconds left, so Luke DeLeon will pump the ball away. It's a good snap.
No block, so
nobody is back deep.
And
the
it's
ball
going to
will
roll. Stop it!
Into the end zone.
That was a great effort by number 6 from Carroll. That was Elijah Mars, who almost stopped it inside the 5.
So Calallen's going to have to go 75 yards in 22 seconds and no timeouts.
And you know that Calallen loves to run the football, so you know what Klosterman's got to do. This is a big opportunity for the backup quarterback to step up and try to win this ball game. Again,
actually 80 yards.
80 yards.
High school a little different
Yes.
than the pro game.
He's only a sophomore. Connor Klosterman, this is a big game for the sophomore, and he's done a great job in this second half, no doubt.
I give him a lot of credit. He has played well under the circumstances. Tigers got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys back in deep.
Here's the sideline for Calallen. You know, they're watching this game like a hawk. There's Klosterman.
Now he'll throw it across the middle. It's Reese Rusher who'll make the catch.
But he fumbles it up. He coughs it up.
Yeah, he did. I think he tried to hand it off to number 5, actually.
But it looks like he recovered it because Reese Rusher gave it right back. They need to spike it or they need to go. Ball is around the 35.
Clock will stop as they move the change real quick. So then they're going to just clock it there. 10 seconds left. Time for maybe 1 or 2 plays left.
Do you go for an NFL player could throw a Hail Mary that deep. I don't know what arm. We had our Chris Super 6 showcase in August leading up to the football season, and one of the challenges was a deep ball challenge, and it was from 50 yards out, and even some of our top quarterbacks, they were getting it barely on the 50 yards.
10 seconds left, out of timeouts, and the ball is intercepted, and that'll be it.
That's your ball game, number 19. Wow, Javon Flores for the Carroll Tigers. That is an Ewald Kubota turnover. But there is a flag. There is a flag.
Yeah, it's going to be called. It's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct flag called against somebody here. But that's going to do it. Carroll Tigers are going to come out of here with a 27-21 victory over the Calallen Wildcats.
Do you have a top play? You have a player of the game. I do not know who I'm going to chase down.
I think we got to give the whole team player of the game.
I know. I think so. Man, I'll see if I can get a group photo of them. Wow.
Yeah.
First win for Carroll over Calallen. They were 0-4, and now they're going to be 1-5. Last time these teams met up was in 2017. Their first win of the season for the Tigers.
Yeah, they make history tonight here on Game Night South Texas. I think Ron Hamby is going, to try to attempt to get head coach Cal Netherland here right after the ball game.
Can you believe it? I told people do not underestimate Carroll. I had people walking up to me and I said, do not count out the Tigers. I saw them against Alice. They were up 14-7 when I left. This Carroll squad is different. And guess what? With their district, 4 teams make playoffs. You've got Miller GP and you've got Moody Ray and King. You've got a good shot to make playoffs for the first time, I believe, also since 2017.
All right, that's your ball game. The Carroll Tigers come away with a huge 27-21 win over the Wildcats. They get bragging rights. First time in school history. They've beaten the mighty Calallen Wildcats, and boy, they earned it tonight. Congratulations to them. They played a well-rounded game, both offense, defense, special teams. It was the complete package tonight from the Carroll Tigers, and you heard Coach Cal Netherland say that at halftime, if they could just keep that going in the second half, they could pull this thing out, and they have done it. And Ron Hammy, I see, is down there on the field waiting to get word from Coach Netherland.
And look at the hug. I mean, we could only capture that moment. Cal Netherland is just on fire. He is ecstatic right around midfield. There he goes to greet his coaches. There he goes walking there. Wow, Cal Netherland is thrilled.
This is his signature win since he has become the head coach of the Carroll Tigers. This is the one that they're really going to be excited about. And, again, we're waiting on all right.
There goes Ron Hammy up the middle. I feel like we're still calling highlights, chasing down Coach Cal Netherland.
All right, let's head down to the field with Coach Netherland and Ron Hammy. Ron, take it away.
I hope we get an ice bath.
Snap right here. Save it.
There's the football.
All right, guys, I'm here with Coach Netherland. Coach, I saw a lot of emotion on you when that clock hit 0. You just led your team to the first victory over Calallen in school history. How are you feeling right now?
Man, I'm about to cry. I'm so excited for these boys. They've worked so hard, and now to beat Calallen, a good football 3-0 undefeated football team, beat them here at their own place, and had a big lead, and then they fought back with their tradition, and then we just held on. I'm so freaking proud of these dudes. I'm choked up, man. I can't hardly talk.
No, we appreciate it. Coach, it was touch and go there for the fourth quarter, like you mentioned. When you guys got that interception, what'd you say in the huddle to the boys?
I just said, let's finish it off. I don't know. I was just like, let's take a knee, baby. I just felt so bad. I called that one play, and it got them back in the game, and I'm just so proud they pulled me out right there. I don't even know what to say right now, man. It's so awesome.
No, I appreciate it, Coach. It was an electric game, great game. Congratulations on the win. Hopefully we'll be seeing you soon for a game of the week, all right,
Yes,
Coach?
sir. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate you.
What a game, guys. I cannot wait to see these Carroll Tigers move forward through the season. We haven't even hit district play yet. Alan, Larissa.
All right, thank you, Ron. Absolute signature win for Coach Netherland and his career at Carroll High School. There it is. You see it in bold writing right there on the screen, 27-21. Highlights coming up on Chris 6 Sports, coming up on the news, coming up starting here.
And
in
I
about
just
9
love
minutes.
the emotion from Cal Netherland because it shows how, one, because before he took over this program, 0-10, past 2 years, I believe 5-5, he has worked so hard to get these kids to buy in, and the Carroll Tigers have bought in. Look at that celebration. Does not get any better than that.
Well, there are your players of the game. The
Yeah.
entire Carroll Tiger football team, from offense to defense to special teams, everybody that played in this football game tonight made a big contribution to this victory this evening. It was a total team effort, and congratulations to the Tigers tonight. They are
At a loss
they
for
played their
words.
best football of the season tonight. And if this is a preview of things to come, look out. Rest of their opponents this year.
A great shot in that district, for sure.
All right, that'll wrap it up from Phil Danaher Stadium. Again, your final score, Carroll 27, Calallen 21. For Ron Hammy, Larissa Liska, and all the crew here, I'm Alan Harwell. We'll see you next Thursday night from Javelina Stadium in Kingsville, Texas. You guys have a great night, and don't forget to watch Chris 6 News at 10 o'clock and get all the highlights from this game. Good night, everybody.
Thomas J. Henry's Game Night South Texas is a presentation of Chris 6 News, presented by Thomas J. Henry.